Fantastic, but Jing getting pinged out. Mind Freak at the same time, able to find EU, tries to go for the reload, bank swing. On the opposite side of the pyramid, comes up with a kill, comes up with another. Divine now dead. A 2v1, something will be able to put it down. Second round found now for PRX.
Yeah, that looked a little bit more coordinated there. Forsaken able to use that cascade to get a little bit of early advantage in terms of the information game for himself. Jing just doesn't look comfortable though, if I'm just being honest.
Sure.
He does not look comfortable on this arena yet. Looks like maybe he's a little bit off the mark for whatever reason. Good news is, something is devastating with the operators as always, and he's gonna try to stand up against
Bucio!
I think we gotta work on something's trash talk game a little bit there. I mean, it's a good start. But just saying a player's name.
Yeah. Well, null command here. Going to be coming through. Rotations necessary for PRX, but Forsaken just tapping across. Is able to find one on the entry. Granted, Asuna resible, and will be brought back here into the fray. Reckoning available here for the retake. Something maybe needing to pop the knives as well, but for now, Spike Plant not yet coming through.
Blades popped for something. Gonna open the door as well, but he's gonna keep moving potentially. Nope, he's gonna go through the door.
Coming through. Asuna somehow comes away with two. Mind Freak turning it back now. Answering back in a big way. Cryo eliminated, 2 players left. Swap over onto the off, the jump peek coming through. Something cannot find the shot, but Bucio dead. That leaves EU on his lonesome. Still can do some significant damage here, as the cash is not great for the side of PRX. Can he isolate? No, he cannot. Device swinging will find it. A third round here for PRX with the op carried over.
Yeah, and they're gonna be able to get the Hunter's Fury off this defuse for Devi as well. So finally starting to look like there's some coordination, some good timings here for PRX later in this half. They really take their time. They play fully for retake. They set up for the flood. And this time they make some waves. Really nicely handled here off the rip. Good information again. You know, it's really tricky without those standard utility abilities that like a Harbor has to get that info, but Forsaken doing a pretty good job with it, playing through his walls. And I mean, he's still won and he's still...
A wry smile into, well, that was stupid. We shouldn't have done that, but they get themselves a third round, 8-4, the best that PRX can hope for here on this defense. Let's see if they can find it. Or if 100 Thieves can once again push them back and try to shut down this momentum. Something at the moment, he is just out in the open. Creeping forward here into halls, ping coming down, suspecting that there's going to be a player over towards window.
Cam was cleared by Jing to set this up. So they're not, I mean, they're somewhat aware. And they, you have to suspect the op. It's been in this potentially, you know, it's been in this position before. I'm not sure if they know that, but they're very, very wary. Bucio pretty much stuck in window. Trying to see if he can math his way out of that one. Nope. No, he cannot.
Patience is a virtue, and it pays off here for him. Bucio going to be taken down. Bang, not able to snipe him out of the sky. Suspecting the push across here, but Forsaken gets up in front of the Poison Orb, able to get the catch. Now Wall going to be coming through as Cryo looks to take some space. Knives in hand. Hunter's Fury open here from Devi, and Jing able to collect the kill. Takes him down, but Asuna still accurate as ever. Comes up with one, but as he tries to recover another weapon, Jing will be able to get a second one here in the round. EU now last one standing. The wall falls, Jing swings. He will get shut down. EU finding a nasty one, making me believe for a brief little moment. But something with that op will find another. He's once again on his feet. It's going to be 8-4 at the half.
Well, the coordination finally comes through for PRX, starting to play off each other's information much, much better. Setting each other up for some of these plays. Again, Jing clearing that camera, sets something up here. Something watching mid, sets Forsaken up there. The Hunter's Fury allows access for Jing onto the site. All of these things, much, much better for PRX, but is it enough, Achilles?
We'll have to just wait and see as we get ready to go into the half. Some time to collect their thoughts and breathe a sigh of relief here as they recover 4 rounds here in this half where 100 Thieves were looking like they were just going to rob this whole thing away. In the meantime, we've got Mika standing by with some very special guests.
I am joined once again by some very special guests here. We have Luna, who is Devi's girlfriend, and we have Kaze here. Guys, give them a warm welcome because Luna, I believe this is your first time in Shanghai and you just arrived yesterday?
Yes, I just arrived yesterday midnight. So far, I haven't gotten to try anything out yet, but I'm super excited to be here to support Devi, obviously, especially with the score right now. So I hope everything goes well. I hope so.
You mentioned that sometimes when it gets really stressful, sometimes you turn off the stream because you can't take it.
Usually when I'm at home and it's super stressful, I just turn turn off my phone and I just go sit at the wall and then I peek at it and then I close it. But since I'm here, I have no choice. I have to keep my eyes open. So I feel really stressed right now.
Well, we'll give you a big hug afterwards. Now, Kaze, what does it feel like seeing a fellow Malaysian on this stage?
Me and Dawai used to be competitors back in those other FPS days. So I'm proud to see a fellow Malaysian competing at the highest level and seeing him doing well. It's quite a happy feeling to see him doing well, I would say.
Sure, there's that pride going on, right? Well, now the score is a little bit in favor of 100 Thieves, we might say. What would you say to them right now?
I quite will root for PRX to win this whole tournament. So yeah, go PRX.
And what about you, Luna? If you could say something to Divide right now, what would you say?
Can you please win? I'm here. I came all the way. Please don't lose.
Well, there you have it from Luna and from Kaze. We're going to send it back to the game.
Thank you very much. I'm sure there's plenty of people here in the audience watching from home having the same well wishes, that same desperation for PRX at the moment. Let's see if they're going to be able to get back into this one, because Jing finding some footing a little bit in that last round. A couple kills coming through. See if they can start things off with a pistol round win, but 100 Thieves, they claim this one. One step closer to just closing out a very clean opening map here in this ever-important series. Of course, elimination on the line.
Right there. A lot of space taken early towards Halls, but it's all just kind of a ruse to set up a little bit of extra room on that door for this potential A execute if they do decide to commit. Toxic screen's going to go up. Looks like PRX is going in.
Just bouncing their way through the 100 Thieves wall here. A little bit more going up. Jing trying to clear out on that recon there, but Forsaken going to be picked off. Cryo able to find that opening shot. Back Pyramid looking for the target. Gets himself one. Something able to trade it back. Now Mindfreak coming online as well. Cryo dead, a 3v3, but HP bars softened up quite a bit here on the side of PRX. I think fishing for one. Divide spotting out Asuna for a brief moment, but cannot collect it.
They're pinned back here.
Yeah, really rough position to try to displace from. Swing up, something going aggressive. Is able to find one more, but EU trades it back. Mindfreak and Divide now so very low. Will get taken down. 100 Thieves claiming another pistol, another defuse, another round win.
Yeah, another great start for 100 Thieves. I would say one of the hallmarks on this map for 100 Thieves, when I went back to watch their VODs, was just really sturdy defense. They're willing to give up some space at the front of the site, and then they're willing to contain you there. This was kind of a microcosm of that. They're very, very default heavy on this map. They will kind of shift around who's playing what positions, but they are very happy to kind of play a 2-1-2, just kind of have one player sort of roaming around mid, but they will play pretty far back. And Asuna in particular likes to hang in the back of A site and lob some of that KO utility in at you to set up his teammates, set up himself. And that round looked really, really solid from 100 Thieves. Had a great read. PRX had some good shots.
Cryo hearing this push coming through, but Defy able to find the headshot. For Jing catches bang. A site opened up. And what a reply here from the side of PRX. They look to get a thrifty. Weapons now recovered something, taking some forward space. Swings back, spots out Boostio, spots out EU up on the bridge. Door now hit, gets the dink there onto Asuna, swings back through something in a very committed forward position, ends up falling down. Asuna bringing one back, but still the man advantage here for the side of PRX. Fragment over towards back pyramid. Jing swing on the corner. Asuna out in the open. He ends up falling down, but Boostio collecting another. Swing coming in. The dink is there, but the kill cannot be found. It's all on EU. Finds one. Finds himself a second. And that's against Mindfreak, who's just holding onto a ghost. EU at 5 HP. Having to wait out the wall. It's all going to come down to the reaction. It's time bought and a push forward, and Mindfreak confirms the kill, and somehow PRX come away with a win here in the eco round.
Well, this looks more like the PRX you're used to seeing. Just go at them, guns blazing, start knocking players down, and something takes a ton of space, buys them a little bit of extra time in this round, get some big impact kills. Divide, maybe it was that girlfriend above there, that was a nasty shot. And then Mindfreak steady to get the clutch. And somehow, some way, even though they just get an eco win, Alex is still on edge. Oh my.
It's probably just saying, why are we like this?
Why couldn't we do that in the pistol?
Yeah. Well, once again, just storming their way forward here. Onto A, wall coming up, keeping something protected for the time being here from Cryo's angle. Nothing really spotted, but Mindfreak able to find one, but bang, putting down something, bang, putting down Forsaken!
Spike down A.
Gorgeous shots with the classic. Jing trying to swing out of his cove, and Cryo says absolutely not. Fragment claims to buy, and now it's all on Mind Freak, and it's happening again. It's like Ascent from just yesterday. Back-to-back, MasterCard thrifty for 100 Thieves as they get up to 10.
What am I watching? I mean, it's just insane. Like, PaperX this is one of those rounds where that overconfidence gets to them, and they're swinging out in bad angles. I mean, that time something just caught off guard, but then Forsaken and then Jing also both tried to push out of those smokes, out of those coves, to try to take battles, and they just end up getting one-tapped. I mean, honestly, it's just a little bit too much. You can probably fall back there.
Oh, something, finding a timing, finding a kill. EU gonna be taken down as he just updrafts up in the halls.
Here we go again.
Yep. A little bit more firepower behind this one, though. 3 Guardians, Vandal, and a Bulldog. Flash at the ready, Asuna. Looking like he wants to escort Bang forward here as the wall gets ready to drop. Drops it. Something. Still forward, Flash now coming in off the backside. Tailwind's over onto the side here. Trying to play around this Cloudburst, but Asuna joins in the fray. They're able to take him down. Bang down to 11. Still standing. Asuna still looking for more, and he gets it. Just taking dead Cryo at the same time, pushing forward, able to find Jing over in mid.
Well, they've found space. They're able to get towards the B site. Trapwire's going to reveal their presence, but
still going to be slow going for them.
Exactly.
Cam set up. Not being tapped quite just yet. There it is. Quick turn. Mind Freak clearing it out, but now 100 Thieves just going to be looking for the flood. Savine gets this plant. Util not going to be able to be used here the next several seconds. 2v4 to try to stave it off. Now just playing around the cyber cage.
Revealing area.
Recon sent. Clear it on the dart. Divide, the wall falls. Pitch coming through. And 100 Thieves get the win. Up to 11, 2 more to go. So they look to close out Breeze.
yeah, just too much there for PRX to deal with. And again, they're getting these opening kills, but they're not really able to find much else off the back of it. And something's isolated for so long there. There's no real backup for him as he goes for that aggressive dash to try to keep himself alive a little bit longer. And meanwhile, you've just got 2 players of 100 Thieves surrounding him. And then by the time Forsaken gets there, he's just a step too late, and they're able to flash and take him down. And then for the retake, well, good luck. They're coming from every angle possible. I mean, it would just take some of the craziest Guardian shots you've ever seen in your life from Devi to do anything in that round.
I saw the glass cannon Guardian pick up from something on Bind. Now Jing, glass cannon on this Vandal.
Has to
Clear
be
on the
here.
recon, 0 point. Again, just pushing them back. A couple players going to be noted by it.
Given the economy of PaperX, it has to be this round if they're going to make a comeback. They invested so much to try to stave off that round 12. And for now, pull back from both teams. PaperX finally going to consider the B site. They have a Hunter's Fury. Empress is there for Jing, but
I mean, look at the double trap wire set up here, just trying to get the catch here onto something. Clears out the bottom one. Cage comes up. Drone leads the charge to Fragment, looks to force them back. Now the forces of PaperX going to be held at bay. 0 point noting a couple players, but not going to be drawing rotations quite just yet. Crossing up on top of the half wall now, just going to be sending in that null command. Spams across and something's going to get dropped. Kill found. Jing trying to take some space, but can't really scale forward. They try to just hold him at bay here with the flashes. Everything going to be committed to Busio, able to collect the kill here. Onto the random swing onto the corner. Asuna finding Mind Freak. Forsaken able to answer back 1, but they're in such a poor position now. You catching a glimpse of Recon. The shock darts, everything just being lobbed in here. They push their way over towards his elbow. Busio into the cove, in behind them, and guns them down. A 3-piece as 100 Thieves get up to map point.
steady as she goes for 100 Thieves. The ship is on course and heading for a map win. They look so good. I mean, they're so disciplined. And this null command has just been absolutely brutal in the first half and in this half for PaperX to deal with. I mean, that lack of utility just really makes their lives so miserable. And then Asuna throws a great flash around the corner again. That KO worth its weight in gold. And on top of the kill board as well.
Yeah, hell of a performance from him so far. Something trying to take some space, but Poison Orb blooming. Busio far forward here, down below. Do they read this? So the answer is going to be absolutely not. Something cannot react in time, and now the neural depth gives up the rest of the game here for PRX. Empress pop, but Jing just bouncing across to the opposite side. Space not really going to be able to take it here. Made up for their own util timings. Reckoning now going to be coming through. Hunter's Fury, Invest in Divide, just fishing, trying to find anything that he possibly can. Jing able to find one. Takes a devour. Cryo pushing forward, however, able to find Mind Freak. Jing got himself a second. Jumps out though, right in front of Cryo, who manages to collect the kill. As he tries to recover the weapon, bang! Finds his prey. Forsaken falls, and 100 Thieves kick off this series 13-5.
A dominant start on their map pick. And now you can certainly see why the PRX has been avoiding Breeze.
Absolutely. They have their map of Sunset coming up, but they are one step away, one map loss away from being eliminated from Masters Shanghai. We'll see if they can rally back or if 100 Thieves will deliver the victory as promised when we come back to the break.
Not sure what sensitivity you perform best with? Are you constantly changing your sensitivity because you're missing? Introducing the Universal Sensitivity Finder in AIM Labs. Get real-time sensitivity recommendations. Keep track of the sensitivities you perform best with, then bring it into your next ranked game and dominate. Now available in AIM Labs Plus.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I'll be your food and air. It's making crazy night. 'Cause I'm always ready for love. You're waiting for me in the hotel room. But I prefer to love under the moon. So hold me tight, you're in, don't let me down. It's all emotions, but I'm ready for love. I'm always ready for love. I'm always ready for love. Touch me deeper down. I guess I will lay on the ground. Be my oxygen. I'll be your food and air. It's making crazy night. 'Cause I'm always ready for love. You're waiting for me in the hotel room. But I prefer to love under the moon. So hold me tight, you're in, don't let me down. It's all emotions, but I'm ready for love. I'm always ready for love. I'm always ready for love.
right now with Zix of 100 Thieves. Now, Zix, you were part of that EG squad that took down PRX in Champions 2023. You seem to be becoming, to be kryptonite for this squad. So what is the one thing that you need to keep in mind when going up against PRX?
I think just staying calm, having very clean fundamentals. Those are the things that do well against PRX. I mean, they're going to run at you. They're going to do things that you don't expect. They're going to be annoying. They're going to rewalk. It's just so many annoying things that they do. And that's why they are such a good team. It's because they're a team that takes a lot of risk. But the way that you balance it is just making sure that everybody's ready for everything they're going to do. And we came in well, map 1. Map 2, obviously, is Sunset, a map that's very good for them. So we'll see how it goes into map 2.
All right, we'll see indeed once we get into the second map.
Well, the game plan worked. It's a fantastic start for 100 Thieves. I'm Yingsun. I'm here with Mimi and Kukuka once again. You heard it there from him. It seems like he's got PRX figured out, and we saw that on Breeze.
Yeah, the fundamentals were incredible from 100 Thieves throughout that one. They did a really good job on their attacking side of playing together, figuring out when PRX was going to go for these re-aggression moments that they're known for, and also continued through the second half, especially with some great setups by Asuna on that KO.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised, right? Because the read was very good onto what they were going to do, what spaces in the maps they wanted to give up, and just adapting run by run by what PRX were doing and how they were going to counter that.
Yeah, and it's time for our Verizon high-speed moment. This one, once again, goes to Bang. I feel like we've had him in these moments so many times.
How many 3Ks is he going to get? How many 4Ks? I love the fact that they were so quickly responding to everything that PRX were doing. One, they were abusing when the Cypher not being there and having those entrances to sites, and knowing that PRX has to fight, just try and make those fights as disadvantageous as possible.
Bang has been so good throughout the run in America's 400 Thieves. For me, he was consistently behind the performances Cryo was putting up. He was the second most impressive player. This guy is so consistent as an anchor when he's playing on the defensive side, and he has so many rounds like that when he's the late round lurker on their attacking side, when he's playing in these clutch situations. The guy really steps up to the occasion, and it shows on that map versus PRX.
I mean, we don't really talk about headshot percentage a lot, but 67.47 seems to be ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. And with the Sheriff, with the pistols, with weapons, I love the fact that it was a little bit disrespectful onto what PRX wanted to do, because it didn't have that many utility.
This is the thing, you heard it from Zix, that the next map is where PRX are expected to shine. So let's take a look right now at Forsaken in the AIM Labs shoot around, because they are down, they're not out just yet, and they have looked exceptional on Sunset.
They have, and it's coming off a map where they tried out a new comp, and I don't think it worked out super well. Jing looked a little bit uncomfortable on the Reyna. I think the lack of the Cypher really hurt them, but now Sunset is a map that they have played a ton thus far this year. They have an incredible record, 9-2 across all their performances here on Sunset, and they were the team to innovate here, right? Playing this double initiator, Sage comp, they have a lot of great ideas. This is comfortable territory for them to bring a series back.
Yeah, exactly. And we talk about the Sage, right? Is another map where they're not going to have the Cypher, but they know exactly how they want to use that wall. It doesn't matter where if they start on the defense or the attack. I think that they have very good reads and very good interpretation on how to surprise the team. You may look at the Sage and Americas, correct me if I'm wrong.
No one plays it.
Exactly. No one plays it, right? So either you are very sure of how PRX is going to play and how to deal with the Vi, or 100 Thieves is going to wait until map 3.
This is the thing, they have a lot of footage, and 100 Thieves, Mimi, as you would know, are a team that really would use that to their advantage.
Yeah, and I actually think that their Sunset has looked pretty good throughout their run in Americas, as well as here. It's definitely not an uncomfortable map for them, but their style is really disruptive. It's way harder to play those standard retakes. It's way harder to play on your attacking side if you want to go into late hits without pulling out that Sage util. It really changes up your game plan, but I do trust 100 Thieves to have a good one of their own.
Yeah, exactly. And if we think about PRX and how Jing was performing in this first map, it wasn't until round, I believe, 7 that he even got a first kill with his first kill with Reyna. It was also after a timeout that they used both of them in the first half. So things obviously were not working out for them. They were not finding solutions. Sometimes it was as simple as just sending something to just go crazy on the operator. We expect to see this here as well, like his presence onto mid, onto market, and how the pressure, like the information that he's going to get is very, very active, even though he's already playing with the Gecko.
And the pressure's got to be on for PRX now. They're in comfortable territory, but there is expectations on this team. Everyone was saying they were a favorite. 100 Thieves in the video at the beginning of the day were saying they were a favorite. They also said that they were going to take on the responsibility, carry the torch for EDG. If that torch only gets carried one extra match, what good is it? You're in Asia and you want the first trophy for your region.
Any wild cards for the Asian select is something that we could not expect. No, everything is going to be almost the same because the Sova is going to disappear for the side of 100 Thieves. They decided to go with Fade. It's something that they're very comfortable with, and it's just have to adapt those protocols onto this map.
EU's Fade has always been excellent. I think the C's nade combos can add a lot into this one on top of those great combinations they already have between him and Cryo playing on that Gecko. PaperX will be starting on the attacker side. I think for 100 Thieves, win conditions here are denying the plant, getting forward, fighting for deep space, and not letting this Sage stall you out in the late rounds.
Well, the pressure is on PaperX here. If they don't win this map, Achilles and Paperthin, they will be eliminated from Masters Shanghai.
That they will be. We'll see if they can hang in, take this to a third and final map of Icebox, or if 100 Thieves can just go ahead and finish the job as we get ready to go into Sunset.
Yeah, a ton of pressure here. 2 #1 seeds going at it to see who can make it to the Mercedes-Benz Arena. And PaperX very much on the back foot coming into this map. And my eyes are instantly on Asuna, who just had a tremendous breeze. And now switching over to that Raze with him heated up like that on a duelist now. Oh boy, that is so scary. But PaperX, this is their map. This is the one that they are feared because of the way they play it. They are feared because of the way they use Sage and Asuna right off the rip.
You just mentioned him. You just blessed him. Asuna finding the opening kill. Forsaken going to be taken down. And that is a lot of the attack tools here out of PaperX's hands. Those fault lines, flashes, etc. Slow creep over here towards A. Cryo set back. Just patiently waiting at elbow.
Mindfreak's gonna slip the corner.
Not gonna be spotting much. Quick clear on the Dizzy. But where there's one, there's many. Boombot gonna be coming through. That sees connecting. Paranoia having to be used as something tucked away. Is able to find one. Jing winning out the fight. Cryo gonna be taken down. Dizzy now up over the top. Something looking to push forward, looking to take this kill. He will be able to do so. Now it's just EU and Boostio left alive. Shots flying the pullback. Something finds himself a third. It's now EU with 25 HP all on his lonesome, and he's has to reroute. Sage wall up, just locking things off there at Alley.
Yeah, now you know. There's basically one direction that EU can really come from. We'll leave Mindfreak over there, but a lot to do here for EU. Just looking to see if there was a player using that wall to boost themselves, as that is something that very much PaperX will do on this map. It's good awareness, but very little left for EU to do.
Stomping, making plenty of noise here. Wall going to be breaking somewhat soon. They suss out that he's going to be around the back, and he is able to do some damage. Finds one as Jing will get dropped, but Divine quickly replying. A kill of his own. PaperX, they get themselves a first pistol win.
Well, and you can already see in this round how much more comfortable PaperX is on this map. You know, playing off of each other very, very well. Something able to push space, get tucked in behind the box, find some big impact kills. And he is so good on this Gecko on this map. He is so destructive in ways that you just don't anticipate, because usually he's on a duelist, but he
plays it like one.
He does. He basically does play it like a duelist, and that's what makes it so scary.
See the stack though here from 100 Thieves, gambling over towards B. Just going to be Cryo left on this side of the map. Quick clear. A couple weapons going to be noted. Some footsteps heard. Boostio taking quite a bit of space over here in mid. In a position to potentially backstep should a rotation come through, but right now it looks like PRX just want to full send it over to A.
Yeah, and 100 Thieves already backpedaling. See if they're actually going to go for this. With the flank from Boostio, you know there's going to be open space potentially because there's no Sentinel, traditional Sentinel for PaperX.
Nothing to really hold things at bay, but Forsaken is watching the angle as the creep board comes in, tries to steady for the headshot, but Forsaken's able to collect it all the same. Player advantage now is segment of the wall, getting softened up. Devi actually breaks it, wants to take the fight, sends out a slow orb here. Aftershock not going to be collecting much. Jing able to find one, put down by Cryo. It's not going to be a flawless round, but PaperX still very much poised to close this out and move up 2-0 to start.
Yeah, so tough now. 400 Thieves to do much more damage. But bang.
Trying to find the timing, but Forsaken. Headshot there off that Sheriff. Devi wanting to use these players as ult orbs. Will be able to collect the first. Forsaken gets himself a third. Try to fast track the Rolling Thunder. 2-0 start here for PaperX.
Yeah, looking pretty clean so far. And this attacker's side, so frustrating to deal with. The desk was talking about it that, you know, you'd like to see 100 Thieves get proactive, and this would be the round to maybe do that, where you've got the opportunity to try to cut off these Paper X hits before they start. But Paper X has so much deep utility that they can use against you as well if you try to do that. If Something and Forsaken are really on point with their util, Mindfreak as well, they can kind of use that aggression against you very quickly with that utility, with those flashes. So let's see if that's what it's going to be. Yeah, they're kind of anticipating it here, clearing that angle, and now they can turn their attention the other direction. Yeah, there's a spot, but
clear on the cam.
They don't
orb
care.
Tap, covering fire. Swing on the corner. Busio able to find the one tap. Takes him down. Flash. Try to shove him back, but just a spray into the cage, and he will fall. Mindfreak caught at the same time, though. Asuna able to find him over tiles. Smoke dissipating. Something still snappy. Finds that headshot. Nade. Investment. Something comes up with a second. Forsaken gets cryo, and now it's just Bang. Still rotating.
So
Over top
aware.
mid. Considering the wall there for a brief little moment. As they lock eyes, Bang. Trip the crossover towards Ali. See if he can do some more damage. See if he can try to run this round back, but fault line locks him in place. They know where he is.
Near impossible.
You find the first couple. There is a crash on the other side, but something just gonna go ahead, get the swing timing, shut it down. Another three-piece for him. And his Paper X convert the bonus.
Yeah, and you can see Busio trying to play around that orb a little bit. Does get the first one, but then Paper X will just come at you. They know they've got him in a bad spot potentially. They're able to spray him down through the smoke. Great opening shot for him. Not able to get away. God, something that is so quick. That is absolutely ridiculous, and ready for the follow-up too. Off of those paint shells from Asuna. And that, okay, that's got Alex clapping and fired up. So he liked what he saw in that round, and I don't blame him. I do too.
I mean, bonus conversion will still even keeping your economy very healthy. You have multiple players surviving. What's to not like is Jing shutting down Bang, trying to take some of that forward space early on. Thrash now checking across here in towards elbow. Devi scooping up the weapon. Cryo in the corner as the smoke blooms. Devi's going to be walling off the angle, but
That
Cryo
boosted?
boosted. He's up on top of it. And this could lead to some damage being dealt. Do they read this at all?
Spike planted.
Smoke going to be dissipating here soon. Just a hair, just this tiny little ledge that he has to play off of. Tries to swing in, and there you go, the headshot going to be found. Devi in the meantime, turning his sights over towards Ali. Asuna going to be dropped to swing in. Lucio trying to take some space, but the cage is not up yet. Push forward, Forsaken, hearing, sensing EU, and he's going to be able to find him. Kill comes in, Cryo. Last one to try to do some damage, but will not find it. Devi survives with 10 HP, and Paper X move up 4-0.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff. I mean, these death ball hits on A are so tricky, 400 Thieves to deal with. Just kind of curious if they're going to go for the timeout or not, but with a showstopper available for Asuna, maybe this is another opportunity to try to get aggressive. However, you have the Rolling Thunder and the showstopper available for Paper X as well. So it's going to be a lot to contest with. And Paper X has been really disciplined with their util, really disciplined about clearing every angle. You've seen a couple times where a player has tried to tuck in towards the elbow corner. It hasn't worked.
Showstoppers out on both sides.
Oh my God.
Asuna down to 53, but no damage going to be found on the opposite side. Paint Shells try to hold him at bay, take some space here in their favor. Asuna able to find one. Forsaken dead. Jing swings through, however, and finds them both. Heals through to put him back up toward 100. But sight's still not taken. Bang lingering over by elbow, but man advantage here for the side of PRX.
Jing read that showstopper position. He pre-fired that before Asuna came around the corner and almost got him. Dropped him down to 53 health. Unbelievable awareness. Absolutely insane. Bang in that corner once again. Doesn't have a paranoia to work with.
Just jiggling back and forth here.
Just EU's util to back him up.
Dizzy not online. They just mosh the corner. See what they're going to try to do, but it's going to be Devi just blind facing forward. EU, though, looking for a timing, but Jing does not want to allow it. The third kill for him. Busio now, last one standing is Wingman leading the charge spot, and Busio will find one, but Jing will find four. It's Paper X still flawlessly moving upward here, 5-0 thus far. The crowd coming alive.
I think Jing's a little more comfortable on Raze.
Yeah.
Seems that way.
Something's pointing in that direction.
But that's the interesting thing about this map draft, since we are now Gonna be getting a timeout, but let's look at this double kill. Oh my God.
Right before that paranoia hits.
Just great timing. But one thing I'd really like to highlight is that this is the only map where you're gonna see Raze Jing, most likely. And that's, I think, a really smart map draft for 100 Thieves. If you want to give them some credit in that regard, you know, isolating those maps just to one, where you have to worry about, you know, how good he is with that agent. You know, you can say what you want, and that's really, really intelligent, in my opinion. So 100 Thieves now with a couple ults to consider for this timeout. They have a Thrash of their own. They have the Neural Theft. Still have that Rolling Thunder for Forsaken. Hasn't needed to invest it yet, but it's just been trading for PaperX and just, again, using their utility boy they need to, clearing those corners on A. And that's something this comp is so well built to do. And then, like, you have that Sage Wall at the end. Once you get to that post plant, it's so difficult to deal with that.
I mean, the last round, you trade out those showstoppers 1 for 1. Jing, he's already over halfway to the next one.
Yep. That's insane.
Those kills, the orb pick up for him. Just about has that one ready to go. Curious to see if we see a change up here in the setup from the Cypher, though, on the side of 100 Thieves. Most of the time, PaperX very much just straying away from where they suspect he's going to be, which typically is going to be on that B site. So that's why we see so many A hits.
There's going to be a judge for Asuna at A main, overstacking this angle, but it's going to be sort of a mid tiles push for the side of PaperX, looking for a little bit of space, looking for a little bit of info. Going to leave Mind Freak on his own. He's typically going to be that one guy who's watching the flank angles. Asuna so far forward.
Starting to work their way in towards him. They know that they've given up some forward space, but they'll spray across, but Mind Freak able to spot it out. The judge just not going to be capable of doing enough damage fast enough. Something still alive, finds a headshot. Bang going to be taken down. As Izzy goes up over the top. Confirms some presence here on the site.
What a blast pack from Jing. Unbelievable.
Push forward, Busio able to find one, invest in Neural Depth, trying to backpedal, trying to steady the aim, can't do it.
Spikes here.
Everybody going to be spotted out, revealed. This can be recovered as they go sprinting away over towards that B site.
Pretty good start, but Forsaken just ready for Cryo to pop out a top mid. Takes him right down.
And he's ready for EU as well. Catch them, knife in hand. Any recovered weaponry wouldn't have mattered. Forsaken has the read there. It's going to be 6-0. Not allowing for that timeout to lead to a victory, but this is the buy round now coming through for 100 Thieves.
And you still held on to that Thrash for this round. So aware somebody could be around that corner. That one way there. And then it's the satchel out and something in. Take some big kills. And then Forsaken, so smart. Just reading every one of these lurks from 100 Thieves. And that's what you need for PaperX. You're gonna, you know that 100 Thieves is gonna be throwing everything in the kitchen sink at you at this point.
Including an attack operator here in the hands of something. Paranoia cross paint shell out. Jing swinging out, finds Asuna. The stagnant stuck in place. The slow orb just locking him in. Check over towards elbow, but Thrash can be recovered.
They baited so much util out here. This is crazy good. You get one of the Thrash charges too? Oh, something though. A little bit off there.
Looking for the snappy shot, unable to find it. It's going to be operator now on the ground. TP across. As Bang looks to try to reinforce this B site. Rez, however, committed. Smoke set up to try and delay. Wall coming through. There's the reveal. Wall keeps him protected for a brief little moment here, but Device still in a bad spot. Busio able to find one as Jing gets taken down. Dizzy across, blinds out on the multiple. Busio now fallen. The pull back. EU snaps with a headshot. Finds me. Mind Freak, but cannot resteady for the second. Bang still here. Bang still showing presence. Finds one. Push into the back. Divine nearly into the catch there on a Cryo. But just cannot find the headshots. The defuse will come in, and 100 Thieves will finally get themselves on the board here on Sunset.
And all it takes is Boostio able to react so fast to that operator. You know, a little bit of a miss from something. Just goes underneath Boostio. And that op is going to be recovered for the side of 100 Thieves.
Spike planted.
And that kind of changes the complete dynamic of the round because it gives enough time for the rotations to come through. It allows Bang to TP over and reinforce the site. Little things can swing around after what I thought was a great start to that round for PaperX. Obviously it was, but it's just a better response from 100 Thieves. So now they've got an op for Boostio in mid.
Yeah, hand it over.
Look at this stack on A.
We've seen how much damage Boostio can do with this in the past. Always been one of those players, doesn't matter if he plays a sentinel role. Trusts himself, trusts his ability with the op.
I wonder if they're going to read Jing's position or they're even going to try to challenge it. Paper X expecting aggression.
Cover going out.
But this time around, 100 Thieves not going to show it. Jing with a showstopper already again. Nightfall for EU for the ults.
Could lead to a clean entry if he decides to just pull it out right here. Paranoia looks like set up here from Mind Freak. Boombot. Person just clearing things out now. Showstopper the chase coming in, looking for the fault line, sends it, but he's fully blinded up and can't find anything. Nightfall now, crashing across, catching onto a couple players. And for now, it's 100 Thieves just buying themselves some space, buying themselves some time, but they're gonna cut noise and then look to just drip their way back in towards A.
My ult's not ready. Okay.
Boombot jumps out, does spot one, flash in, paint shills at his feet. Asuna trying to swing out, trying to challenge, but it's gonna be Bang trying to hold the line. He will fall. Still though, quick rotate back as EU gets himself in a position to continue this contest alongside Cryo. Crash at the ready, sent around the corner, looking for the detain. Has it, but now Busio set up on a line with that op. They cannot collect the kill. The smoke is dissipated. Jing taken down. EU still staving him off. Something. Last one standing. Gets the headshot. Brings it into a 1v1. Sends out the wingman. Nothing noted there. Trying to bait with the classic, but as he swings through, Busio just holds it down patiently. Finds the kill. 100 Thieves collect the second round win.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too difficult for Paper X to get through that choke point out of A main. And this is the 100 Thieves game plan starting to come to fruition. Early kills going Paper X's way. There's good trading. Then as they try to progress forward to the site, they're getting cut down. And it's just kind of a bend but don't break defense there for the side of 100 Thieves. And they're starting to get a feel for how Paper X wants to play. But now you've got everybody on Paper X stacked towards B, but so is 100 Thieves.
Quick entry to market. Like, yes, and as he lands, EU finds a headshot. No damage going to be taken now. Paranoia at the ready, set. They're all in, but Forsaken, guns down 3! What a reply from the breach. Another Rolling Thunder nearly online, and once again, getting the read, knowing that EU is going to try to go for this flank. Given that they still have that op in play, and the cache hasn't been built up super well for them. Busio likely going to have to try and save. The crowd chanting for the ace. But I don't think that Busio's going to try to give him the opportunity.
No, absolutely not. With 0 credits to his name and an operator, he is going to do his best to find a way out of this round. Obviously, Forsaken's going to want it for sure. Open the door.
Tap on. If he can find the kill, would give him the Rolling Thunder, the stun. In perfect position, Busio still gets the shot! Denies the ace, but cannot retain the weapon. Devi gets the last one. He's still on his feet. He was happy with that one. But 7-2. Paper X picking up another round win.
I mean, this is just one of these rounds that's just chaos. Jing gets shut down by EU, great. But then they try to get aggressive off this Paranoia. It's a set play for Asuna and Bang. But it's just red. The Paranoia's dodged by Forsaken, and he gets 4 kills. And yeah, I think he thought about getting up out of his seat, but Bustios is like, I took the ace away, bro. Yeah. But now he's got a Rolling Thunder for his troubles. But it's an eco for the side of 100 Thieves. Right around the corner was Bang, but I think somewhat aware. His Paper X. Cryo's going to be in that corner again.
Boombot coming through. Ooh. Paranoia going to be sent down, but something able to collect. Cryo and Bang, what a piece! Cryo with a second. Swing out, can't find more. Devi getting Asuna. Flash in, still suspecting that player over an elbow as Busio continues to make his way forward. We'll step this online if we can try to find a corpse.
You want to go 2v2?
Busio keeps pushing up. He'll also be able to collect another weapon.
Out of charges.
Peek around the back. Bang, he's drifting in towards this. Devi still holding it. No, the timing! Bang doesn't fire. He stays quiet, but he's gotten all the info in the world. Cypher ult not necessary. Still going to be invested. He's trying to hit the catch. They're pinged down. Weapon recovered. Vandal now here in the hand. And this is going to be the setup here on the wall. Plant through from Devi. Forsaken with the Rolling Thunder.
Spike planted.
Reading this so well right now, our Paper X.
Right there.
They had an idea that there was going to be a player coming through mid. The wall gets cleared. Bang's going to back up off of that, throw a smoke. Maybe might be able to buy a lot of this utility out.
Double push through.
Right there.
Nothing spotted. They're still suspecting the push potentially coming in through Boba. Forsaken just left up on top of the wall.
That Rolling Thunder to consider.
He's got it ready, and he's gonna send it. They want to just play for time. One gonna be spotted there. Boostio, the ping coming out. Forsaken able to collect it. Is banged out, nothing more to do other than to try to play for some kills. And he will be able to find them, but he cannot rescue this round. The spike will detonate, and PRX will get to 8.
I mean, just great on-the-fly adjustments from PRX, and almost in time was banged to maybe catch Devi on the way out, and that might have been 100 Thieves round at that point. But then PRX plays this so smart. Great shots here off the rip with these Sheriffs. Great paranoia. And then the follow-up from Cryo, expecting the swing from Mindfreak. But PRX plays that so nice. They use that wall, anticipating that there's going to be a player coming from defender spawn to buy a little bit of extra time. And then they're able to rotate back into that space after it's, and re-clear it for themselves to set up for the Rolling Thunder. So aware right now are PRX. Even though 100 Thieves is having some good rounds, PRX is, you can see why this has been.
Showstopper online.
Oh my God.
Stun up here on the Asuna, but they can't deny him getting the ult ready. And there it is, the paranoia. It's gonna be Cryo collecting the kill. Paint shells lobbed in, Boombot cleared out. A good first kill found here for the side of 100 Thieves.
And there's just a lot of util coming that direction for PRX. They're gonna spread the map. They're gonna see if they can maybe catch a player in transition through mid. Yeah, but right now, nobody's giving that opportunity for PRX. Something with the spike. Trying to once again challenge Boostio potentially. Gonna clear the camera, get himself an orb, get that Thrash going, and they've got to set up a pinch through market.
Monster on the loose.
Thrash to lead the charge, the fault line. As they look for the connection, that's gonna be Boostio for now detained here on top of the Aftershock. No, drifts away, manages to keep himself alive. Jing hunting, however, swings in and bang, covering fire, is able to take him down. And 100 Thieves, they've all already arrived. Forsaken able to deal with one, swings back through. The flashes connecting, Forsaken collects a second, but now Cryo pitching in through market. Mindfreak waiting, finds it, but now he's the last one alive. Give me an attempt on the fake on the TP. Got her a botch. There's the tap. Mindfreak swings, he finds the first. Isolates it now to a 1v1. The tap again, Boostio trying to bait him out, but Mindfreak. Cover going out. Playing this wisely. Smoke set up, swings in. But it's a bit too early, and Boostio stands his ground. 100 Thieves will find a third.
Mindfreak. Usually so good in those situations, but Boostio better this time. And this looked like it could go either way. In the middle of that round, I was just on a knife's edge. So many huge kills. Forsaken finding 2 big ones. The back of that Dizzy. Mindfreak, that first one, so good. But just gets a little bit ahead of this smoke timing. And yeah. Thought maybe that he could catch Boostio. Not ready for it.
He's trying to do a little bit of a cheeky one-way, but
yep,
a bit too early. Now we go into the last round here of the half. See if 100 Thieves can find a fourth. Early mosh over the top in towards Boba. Just a cam set up in B. As PRX look like they want to just storm their way into the site. Jing forward, taking space. Dizzy not spotting anything. They know that the site is there as the cam has been cleared out.
Gonna use the wall for market this time. Plant setup. Put this down. This is gonna be really difficult to clear.
Thrash gonna be coming through, but they're able to clear it out. And Cryo dead. Forsaken putting that Aftershock on him while he was channeling the ult. Finds that elimination. Sees the nade. Asuna able to find one. Forsaken down so low on HP. EU finds Jing. Bounce up over the top. Forsaken holding his ground. Able to find one. Now Mindfreak. Once again in a 1v1. Just waiting, spotting. Asuna is trying to challenge. Mindfreak still given the time of day. He's given these opportunities. Just trying to poke and prod for this headshot. Asuna trying to run him down. Swing onto the corner. He cannot find it. Mindfreak cannot get the clutch. The fuse going to be coming through, and it's going to be 8-4 at the half, much like we saw on Breeze.
Yeah, just kind of an awkward position there for Mindfreak. Trying to challenge that, but Crosshair was just a little bit off. Some of these swings, usually he's so steady in those shots. That EU shot was ridiculous.
Nasty from him.
Absolutely insane. I mean, Forsaken collecting 3 kills, trying to hold the line on the site, but
Nice!
Oh my. All right, well, I think that's a pretty good recovery here for 100 Thieves, even though it was, you know, everything you could want from PRX.
Decent as they have a couple more rounds to try to run back. Let's go ahead and take a look at Devi in our Omen player moment.
Obviously, I'm happy that we won, but also I'm kind of like sad, I would say, because we had to eliminate EDG. I thought that we would be able to go deeper together, you know, and also their home crowd. So I don't really want to do that. I think when it comes to Valorant and when it comes to EDG, I think he has to play around Kang, because when he's online, it's just a disaster, you know. I mean, EDG is a great team, and our losses against G2 kind of like a wake-up call for us. And by winning this match, probably kind of like a needed momentum, I would say, for us.
Early thrash to clear out Haodong here. And they've got him surrounded once more. Really good utilities.
I don't think that, Paranoid connected, but it doesn't matter.
What was that?
Weaponry on the other side is just not enough as Jing continues to push the pace.
I think having Jing back again definitely increased the chemistry, but in terms of consistency, I would say as a team, we are not there yet. But hopefully, coming to next matches, we will be more fit, I would say. I think this year, so far, is definitely better than last year, I think. I mean, for my personal performance, I would say. And hopefully, from now on, it's gonna be even better, you know.
It's been a solid performance from Divide thus far, doing his job, locking off angles with this Sage. Have a clear lead, up by 4 are PRX, but 100 Thieves certainly not out of this as they shift their way over onto the attack.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A lot of good things for PRX at the start of that. Forsaken has 21 kills in a half.
It's been a time.
It's been a time for him, and it's great to see him come alive. You know, the guy has been on so many international stages, given us so many insane moments throughout the years. Obviously, that ace at Madrid is on everyone's mind, but it was a rough start for him to this event, and him picking up steam is scary. 400 Thieves, and a B hit, and a lot of space has to be given up. Maybe Divide challenges through the smoke, but no, Mindfreak doing a little bit of damage, but he's stuck in that corner.
Okay, not deep enough to really find too much damage. Swing out, Mindfreak snapped with a headshot. It's a better Vasana this time around. Bang, finding another. The push forward fearlessly here is 100 Thieves. But something swinging back, playing off of that fault line, is able to find one. Swing out from Bustio, taken low, taken down, Forsaken, finding himself a 22nd kill. C's not going to connect.
One enemy remaining.
Taken down, EU, snappy with it, and it all comes down to Forsaken. See if they can find a second pistol round win here on this map. But as he pushes the smoke, both players are facing, and that's going to be 100 Thieves, starting things off as necessary.
Yeah, it's just everybody just trying to back each other up for PRX, and 100 Thieves just gets the better of the trades. That's all there is to it. We're able to take that space early. You know, the defenses were stacked towards A for PRX in terms of their initiators and the big util to kind of stall out these hits. And it's just one for ones. Then at the end, PRX has the disadvantage, 2-1.
Nice!
So that's huge.
Cut the tape! On 3 sheriffs now. PRX taking some very forward space here in mid, utilizing that smoke and paint shells to keep Bustio off the angle. Peeking towards tiles, but now they rotate back across. So they want to be able to take this B side. Forsaken just getting spammed. Down to 52 HP. Deep blinker there from Bustio. Paint shell now, ready to come out. The Dizzy getting the connection, the C's through, and there's the flood. Asuna taking him down with a stinger. 2 kills for him. Jing down to a sliver, cleaned up quickly. Asuna with a 3K, fast-tracking that showstopper. Now just 2 rounds separating.
Yeah, seeing some good util out of EU on this map. Seen a couple really impactful seizes. And that's kind of one of the big important changes that 100 Thieves made. Well, the big important change that 100 Thieves made coming into Sunset for this event. And EU's been really, at times, on point. It was tough in the first half. It was rough sledding for a lot of that map, if we're just being honest. But here, he's starting to get online. He's starting to kind of get comfortable, finding good timings, helping his teammates out, setting up Asuna.
Quick clear on the Dizzy, but Mindfreak having to give up some space. Smoke just going to be sent, but Bustio scaling his way up in towards mid. Cam not quite getting the dart to connect, but still noting that push forward.
Cam wasn't cleared either, though.
Entry coming through, but Mindfreak, there's Paranoid able to find that kill. Asuna going to be taken down, but now Bustio strikes, works his way in through market, finding one. Fault line going to be sent to try to slow up that approach. Mind Freak just watching the spike for now.
Boostio still in that market position. Cryo takes down Mind Freak.
Finds a headshot, but does eat a little bit of damage. 3v3 now, but swing onto the backside. Divine planning, finishing the job onto the get-go, but now Boostio. Oh, making it close. Forsaken. Last one surviving with 5 HP. Paper X. They will stop the bonus conversion, but very narrowly so.
And is aware of some of these lurks as Paper X was in that first half. They're starting to kind of lose their heads a little bit. They're not accounting for some of the space that they're giving up, as well as I'm sure Coach Alex would like, and it just barely is around going Paper X's way. Forsaken with a sliver of health left, able to get another important round for Paper X. The buy a little bit weak for the side of 100 Thieves in terms of having to go for a Bulldog, but rifles otherwise for the rest of the players on both teams. One ult, and that's the Neural Theft for Boostio. Once again, mid-space given up. Not going to be able to be contested just yet. Now, something thinking about it.
Hit around here from Jing, but something with a nice shot. Peeks in towards Tiles, does find Bang. Smoke's now eliminated, but Boostio still in a very far forward position. Smoke set up to try to stave off A, but once again, 100 Thieves just wanting to drift over towards this B site. They say, well, you don't have a Cypher.
But we have a wall.
They do, but the wall will only stand for so very long, as Boostio going to be noted here in mid. Dizzy over the top, able to get that blind, but no one in position to try to go for a counter swing, so he will get his way out to safety. Sights turned over here towards Market. Jump up over the top and Divide, able to shut down Asuna. Boostio, however, striking, finding something in Cryo. Picks up Mind Freak. 3v3 is, again, the Decay going to be coming in, but they're able to clear out the Thrash, so Divide, for now, still going to be safe.
Neural Theft could come through here. Boostio on a late lurk.
Very late, shifting his way over in towards Bo, but the weapon going to be drawn out, 5 HP. It might not matter if he finds the perfect timing. Just waiting, finds the first one, no! Forsaken somehow surviving. Boostio still finding value, and now he's 1 HP. And it's not going to be enough, cannot find the headshot. EU collecting the last 2 kills as 100 Thieves, keeping things close, just 2 rounds separating.
Boostio's so smart, dude. He's so good at these timings. And it barely able to win out that battle. Something got the first. He gets the second. That opens up the space for him. Go on this lurk and just completely throw this into disarray. Mind Freak as well. Goes for a swing out of market to try to disrupt 100 Thieves and has no backup, no support after Divide got that kill. Thought he could maybe catch him off guard, but 100 Thieves so aware. Just like we saw with Paper X on their attacker side, I'm seeing a lot of really good things from 100 Thieves in terms of awareness, where players could be and when they could be, right like that.
Yeah, just ready for that swing out. Quick shutdown, something with the Sheriff, not going to be able to get anything done now. The Neural Theft going to be coming through. 100 Thieves not wanting to give them the opportunity here for that thrifting. Picking out everybody's positions to push forward up into the smoke. Fault line coming across. Lucio stunned up a little bit, but covering fire was available here from EU. Now just setting out the Prowler. Spike now planted. Triple push in towards mid. Divide, the first to fall. Looking for Mind Freak, can't quite find it. Headshot's gonna be good. But still, a 3v4. Jing does have a Spectre, but they swing up. That paranoid timing. Great, and Asuna up over the top, Judge in hand, looks to stave them off. Jing spraying, finds one. Corner peek in, Asuna good for the first. Second one, looks for the third. It's gonna be Boostio collecting it as the paint shells fly. Now just 1 round from tying things up. 100 Thieves. So very close from getting themselves back into the driver's seat.
And now you have so many ults and 1 away from the Rolling Thunder for Forsaken. Pivotal round potentially in this map, in this match. Who knows? With the way that 100 Thieves is starting to play, I mean, the good news here for Paper X is you've done some damage economically to them. You've been able to keep them from being able to go for full rifles. They have to go for a Judge, but Asuna has that showstopper, so does Jing. Have the Nightfall for EU. Have a Res, you have a Thrash for something. What can Paper X do? Starting to contest a little bit at the point of attack, but we haven't seen Paper X get super aggressive anywhere on the map. They've been playing for a lot of retake, and frankly, it hasn't been going great.
Divine far forward. Wall at the ready, but looks like they're just going to try to face in here to this Judge, and they're able to find one, but EU covering, finds himself a second. Spike drop and wall segment going to be broken. Quick pickup here. It's Cease just sent to see if he gets a catch.
He's expecting the res from Devi. That's why the wall came up, to try to see if they could get it. But they're gonna have to pull off for now. Maybe he can double back and go for it, but...
Look at this from Bang, just lurking his way up. They have to be aware. Forsaken holding forward. Does he have this read? No. No, he does not. It's an easy kill delivered here by Bang, who turns back to find his second. Jing cannot get the punish. Well, yes, the res is available. You just be bringing somebody back in to a 2v3. Devi not wanting to take the time to try to go for it. This continues on his way, but this trap wire just holds him back.
Has to save.
Nothing more to be done. Just has to save. 100 Thieves, they're going to tie things up at 9-9.
But it's all over the map. I mean, they're so difficult to keep a read on. They're willing to take their time a little bit, kind of poke and prod, find those picks that open up the space, and start maneuvering through the map. And Bang doing a great job using all that attention towards B main to find a timing, to slip the net and get in and completely backstab PaperX and ruin this round and tie it up at 9. Unbelievable.
It's just such solid work here from the side of 100 Thieves. From 8-4 at the half to only giving up 1 round thus far to this defense from PaperX.
Nope.
The economy still shattered. Full ultimates, but can they get into position to try to invest them? So far, the answer has been no. It's going to be a timeout call here from PaperX, wanting to assess what they have in the arsenal.
Well, they do have a lot in the arsenal in terms of ults. Their economy is not great. That's a huge problem. But, I don't know, is this going to be one of those rounds where kind of just Alex lets PaperX off the leash? Says, you guys just go nuts. Just do what you do. You know, are we going to see one of those kind of classic Jing tile hits where he satchels in and pops the showstopper and goes crazy, and then they're all just kind of flooding in behind him towards mid to try to just really disrupt whatever 100 Thieves wants to do? They don't look comfortable. 100 Thieves has really got a good read on this attacker side on how to dissect the PaperX defense. And even when PaperX kind of finds favorable openings, 100 Thieves is able to turn it on its head. Doing a great job reading the map, keeping track of PaperX players and where they could be for the most part. And this round, so important.
Yeah, the investment still there. 2 Bulldogs, the Phantom, 2 Guardians. But damn near full arsenal available for 100 Thieves on the opposite side. Nightfall Showstopper, something that could absolutely come into play here in this round.
Yeah, I mean, look at where they're playing. Look at what 100 Thieves is doing. They expect something like what I was just talking about, a mid hit or some kind of quick aggressive combo play. But PaperX is also just being patient. They're also wondering if maybe the Showstopper and a Nightfall potentially are going to come through to counter it. So they have to be kind of wary of popping their ults. They can't just go for it willy-nilly. 100 Thieves has shown tremendous reaction to what PaperX wants to do. And they have to just be really cautious about mid. Make sure they understand the space that they give up without a traditional Sentinel. Don't have a lot of map control with PaperX, so much of it relies on those retakes, on those abilities to get those opening kills, control space on the map.
Take Shell out. Quick little blast pack forward here from Asuna. The haunt reveal, finding Jing. He's stuck into the corner. Showstopper for Showstopper. He goes up, and Asuna goes down. Jing outdoing him once again. The heal now coming through as Devi tries to keep him healthy. Rolling Thunder crashing across. Pusio looking into the corner, but Forsaken going to be taken down. Now Devi dead. Jing finds himself a second, but Cryo eliminates him. Crash onto the corner, cannot get the detain. The creep forward, the headshot. Cryo keeps him in it. And it's something now with a 1v3. Spots the first, clears the camp, gets himself a second, but Pusio is still alive. Taking them over the line and getting them up to 10.
What a start, but they can't convert. PaperX, you know, Jing's so good at Raze. And this looked like maybe they were gonna have a chance off a brilliant play. Brilliant satcheling again from Jing to give himself the better angle with that Showstopper. But a 3v1, not much something can do there, even with some phenomenal shooting with the Guardian.
It was never close. It was never.
Tell yourself that.
Yeah, I felt it was a little bit close.
This half, overall though, has not been.
No.
PaperX just struggling to find value. Last pack forward, space gonna be taken. Jing wanting the challenge. Up over the top though, Asuna for a brief little moment. Paint Shell's now gonna be flying on both sides. Jing just has to backpedal here onto the site. It's gonna be a util dump off the rip here from both of these squads as, well, things get slowed down a little bit more, but Cryo takes the orb, Thrash online.
And I'm seeing good things here from PaperX. They're taking space in B main. They're watching mid. They're making sure that they're trying to account for these lurks. It's a bit of a slowdown from 100 Thieves.
Lucio knows what he's given over.
Get something though.
If you can get the timing here on to Bang, would be monstrous, and he's able to find it. Lucio reading that lurk might have come through, but Ching delivering one on the opposite side. Asuna swung out wide, able to win that fight. Rez is available, but not a position where they want to try to commit the wall here, but Forsaken will just swing the corner and take out two. Lucio now, last one alive, as PaperX look to tie it at 10-10.
Unbelievable. How is Forsaken coming up with stuff like that, moments like this? That is so snappy with the Vandal.
30 seconds left.
It's just incredible at times, but this is much better overall from a big picture's perspective. Yeah.
Wide swing out. Gun down. The 10-10. PaperX keeping us tied up, keeping things close.
But again, the important things are the way that they mid-rounded there. They're making sure that if there's a lot of attention at A early, immediately they're using that to take space. Mind Freak's watching mid. Something uses that to get that opening pick, kind of send 100 Thieves into a bit of a chaotic scenario. And PaperX capitalizes on that. You know, the more chaos that PaperX can create, the better. That is absolutely where they thrive. Now let's see what 100 Thieves wants to do. Set, execute.
PaperX getting something tucked in behind here. Drifts across that slow orb. Two players. Something hearing a little bit of noise. The Thrash going to be coming in. He tries for the timing and he finds it. Too cleaned up, but something still in a very committed position. The Mosh going to be coming through. He gets seized, stuck in place. Dizzy out, cleared, but Devi on the flank, finding Bang, keeping this Gecko protected. Wingman to try to lead the charge, to push forward. As the smoke comes in, something drifting around the back. Lucio cleared out, and something finds the third. 3 players left standing. PaperX not going down without a fight. They reestablish a lead.
I thought maybe 100 Thieves might read that off the way Devi played it at the front of that door. The way that he cleared the threat, or was trying to clear some of that utility, cleared the Dizzy, but something was anticipating the Thrash around that corner and struck at the perfect moment. And we get to watch it from Uncle Aim's perspective as he covered very nicely for something. And a little bit of trickery pays dividends for PaperX and gives them the lead once again. And now 100 Thieves is going to take a timeout. They know that this may be slipping a bit. They had a real opportunity to potentially shut the door on PaperX, to send themselves to the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Let's see if they can stabilize and get this half under control again.
Final timeout call from the side of 100 Thieves. PaperX one more in the bank. But Cash, it's been wishy-washy from both of these squads here in the second half. 100 Thieves decide to put together Neural Theft online. Early pick could set them up quite nicely.
Bustio's been having a map himself. 22 kills right now.
It's been a big battle between these IGLs.
Man could frag. No doubt about it. And he has been a real nuisance on the map. Trying to keep track of him. He uses his util so well against you.
Right there.
As that Cypher, saw it on Breeze as well, so certainly something to consider. And look at this stack from PaperX. They are doing the firing squad from top mid.
Here we go again. Wall boost up. Outlaw in hand here for Forsaken, but we'll just drift down. Creep up here. The tiles from Bustio. Jing challenging and finds it. Opening kill here for PaperX as they look to get themselves up to 12.
Still got those players up there. Now they're going to start dropping down. Devi's going to remain a bit longer, but eventually will hop off of the wall himself. Asuna goes on a bit of a walkabout. Just a stinger in hand for him. Couple rifles though, EU and Bang. Could do some damage, but right now PaperX has them pretty well corralled. It's a matter of keeping control of these angles, winning some of these duels, or these 2v1s potentially.
Spotting him out, but Bang already softened up down to 85. He's just gonna get sprayed. Devi finding the kill, and yeah, you mentioned it, Ching drifting his way forward down into mid. Not gonna be able to intercept anybody though, as Wingman doesn't go deep enough to reveal Asuna's position. So for now, something, only person on this side of the map, but everyone starts working their way forward. Jing ready for it, gets the catch. Something not quite ready for Crowd to swing out, but Jing gets himself another kill. The blast back forward, the headshot, the 4K! And map point for PRX.
Okay.
Match point.
They found a bit of a rhythm now. Now they're starting to take space. Now they're the ones who are starting to abuse the open areas of the map that 100 Thieves is giving them. And they're finally coming online. Jing winning a very important battle out in the open there.
One enemy remaining.
And then the classic Jing, blast back in your face and have immaculate crosshair placement after the recovery. It's unbelievable. Something as an op, an outlaw for Forsaken. Half armors for most of 100 Thieves.
4 ults here from the side of PRX. The showstopper already in play, and something sniping Asuna out of the sky. Thrash now to flush them out, force them back away from B. Lucio wanting to go on a bit of a linger.
Here.
Wants to creep up, knows that if he can find a kill, gets a neural theft, revealing the rest of the squad. Forsaken just gonna be backpedaling, tucked away into the corner.
Map control firmly for PRX. They immediately shifted positions to watch mid, to watch for the reflank from 100 Thieves. Doing a great job clearing their positions, but it looks like it is gonna be potentially a B hit. The forces of 100 Thieves are continuing to stack in this direction.
TP to check over towards A. Canceled. Going to put it back in. The Thrash built back up. On the hunt into the corner, does get cleared out, but it sees all. Forsaken finds the shot. EU dead. Haunt reveal might not matter much at all. Wingman leading the charge, not going to be cleared out. Plan still going to be through, but now taken down is Forsaken. Gets the 3K and Jing gets the final blow. It's everything we wanted and more. Elimination on the line, and map 3 delivered. Brought to you by PRX.
It wasn't easy, but PRX able to finally find their footing on this defender's half and give us an Icebox.
13-10, still close. 100 Thieves have that fight in them. Icebox coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
So I bought the drop. I leave a stand on everything that can't take the spot. Now we up, now we up. Talked to guy yesterday, said it's more on the way. I done made a lot of money and it's more on the way. I done got a couple plaques and it's more on the way. I put a lot of people on and it's more on the way. Lego popping up. If life a marathon, I got no choice but run amok. I've been sliding on these tracks, my haters need a salt truck. And it still won't melt the ice, and it's black. And I'm back, you talking down, what is that? Bro, you act like we ain't blessed or something. God ain't flexing something. If you want me on your set or something, cut a check or something. We been bringing dreams to life like Freddy Krueger, we ain't done. I've been moving on this blind faith from staring at the sun. Just when it sound like they don't see it, let alone what it feel like. Dog, why you worried about them? Go get your own life. Counting everybody pockets like you work for Levi. Oh my, that won't get you nowhere.
I came way too far from hiding, seeking from the police. But it came way too far, my gang was sitting in the nosebleed. Praying down on my knees, then got back up, we in the floor seats. Yeah, looking at full court games, like of course we had to go stack some full course meals, now it's more on the way. Why would I stress about these bills, I got more on the way. I'm a stellar winning politician, more on the way. Pull up deep, I'm never solo, and it's more on the way. I done put a lot of people on and got no thank you. I ain't saying I'm God or nothing, but I'm Allen Iverson. When I talk about crosses, I ain't trying to break your ankles. Tell him I've been stepping for so long, I got cankles. Wanna make me mad, try to come tell me what Jesus can't do. Wanna make me mad, well, you better be glad you ain't no villain, Jesus saved you. Baby glad. Everybody used to be like, what's that smell? Jesus bathed you. And the real ones always recognize me cause I'm fake proof. Every time I'm lit, I don't get bit cause I'm snake proof. Had to tell that sin, I can shake you. And I told Goliath, it's a 30, I can take you. I done came too far from living dirty.
Ayy, gave me no respect. Lonely on me neck. Zeros on the check. What did y'all expect? Been round, homies kept it holy from the lobby to the penthouse. Blessings coming ODI. I need a list now. Cause it's more on the way. Made a lot of hits and it's more on the way. I done caused a lot of fits and it's more on the way. Yeah. Oh, you like that? It's more on the way. Yeah. OMG, look what God did. 9 to 5 was putting in the work when I was jobless. Couldn't get the Ray-Bans and it hurt, but now my optics. Can't believe I take a look around, they sending options. Yeah. God bless me, I know that. Had to take the whole city, put it on my whole back. Gotta take the bros with me, I cannot hold back. And not until like 4 laps, got Jesus, peace, no Kodak. I'm moving like it's foreign me, they try to close the door on me. But like the chorus said, they start imploring for some more of me. If we back on that board, then I'll be Jordan when he's scoring. It's a Mount Florence, still I play the tortoise, yeah. Story.
Billboard albums back to back, just thought that you should know that. But I got riches in his name that couldn't fit on no plaque. Rest in peace to the corny rap, cause I could not support that. He snatched me out of
What a response from PaperX there on Sunset. I'm your host, so I've got Mimi and Kakuka with me once again. You know, after map 1, we know if there was any map that PaperX could make a comeback on, it was Sunset.
It's their best map for a reason. I mean, their attacking side on this map is just so tough to deal with. I think 100 Thieves honestly had the right read by trying to go for forward aggression in A main and deny these executes. But their protocols to take that space are just so damn good.
Exactly. At some point, we even saw 100 Thieves just put in 4 people to defend this side, tried to deal with that aggression. But the way that the Vi was using this lows, it's so weird. Like the responses, time after time, the setups are so strong that for them, and the way that PaperX plays with the time and how they want to take this A side, it was just too easy for them.
Yeah, once they have this space in A main, I think they do a really good job of finding the time to reset, get that second wave of Dizzy online for something, and then these late executes are just so strong. Jing had a great resurgence on this map. I think his entries on A were absolutely critical. And once they're in the post plants, I mean, playing against the Sage is just a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. And time after time, we saw this. But then at the end, they started to test a little bit on with me. We saw that 100 Thieves also put Boostio to just defend that side by himself. But even the aggression then come on onto mid, right? And all of that adaptation that 100 Thieves had, it was worthless.
They had a chance though, right? They made it really difficult for PaperX.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big fake comeback. I mean, their second half was pretty good for 100 Thieves, really starting to put something together there. But again, PaperX at the end of the day on their defense, their retakes are really good with this comp. The Sage also helps out with that one a lot. I think the biggest reason that 100 Thieves started to come back was these really slow mid rounds and taking advantage of, again, the lack of a Cypher or a Killjoy to hold space in the mid round.
Yeah, exactly. And that is when we see something come to life. We see that all the pressure that they were putting onto B and how PaperX could not deal with it. And then you just put something either on a very crazy position supported by the Vi or then with the operator, and then, well, we're here.
I can't believe he nearly won that 1v3 as well.
Ridiculous.
Towards the end of the game. And speaking of ridiculous, it's time for our HyperX Reflex moment of the day, and it is the 4K almost ace Kakuka from Forsaken.
It was beautiful. Like, these 2 kills are crazy. This one is mind-blowing. Now, the Vi he doesn't even flinch. The Vi doesn't even look back. Good old David, but yeah, it's so good to see the difference between what we saw in map 1 then compared to this one. Forsaken, time after time, his utility was one of the reasons why it was so easy to get into the site sometimes, or why so many duels were going in the favor of PaperX.
I can't believe that's how that ace got shut down too. Boostio stunned no-scoping with the op, but a massive turnaround from Forsaken. He's been great on their Sunset. Last Sunset game, they played at Masters. He was fantastic, and he shows it again here. Not only is his util impactful, but the late round performances from this guy are just sublime. He continues to prove why he's the do-it-all man for PaperX.
My question is, Mimi, can he scale this performance even more on Icebox?
I don't know if he'll need to, is the thing. I think he'll keep playing consistently. Even if it's like 2/3 of that, I think that could be enough to kind of keep this momentum up for PaperX and wait for some of these other players to start to come online.
Yeah, especially because the last map is Icebox, right? And we saw what Gen G did against 100 Thieves. Yes, that day 1 for 100 Thieves, it was most beautiful Icebox we've ever seen. It's good that they're going to be starting on the defense, and probably they still have a very good chance of turning this around. But PaperX has a lot to learn about what Gen G was doing in that map, with the extra aggression, with the unpredictability, and actually shutting down the early round for them.
Yeah, I don't know how convinced I am of PaperX's Icebox. We haven't seen them play it yet here at Masters Shanghai, but they're playing kind of the old default comp with the KO in the mix there. I really think that 100 Thieves comp actually plays plays quite well into it, especially with a defense-sided start. This double scan Gecko comp is super good at playing these proactive flood retakes, at fighting back into them. I think they actually have a lot of utility that can overwhelm PaperX, more similar to what we saw on map number 1 of Breeze, where the team play was completely outclassing the PRX individuals.
And just remember, we're going to be focusing on those duels time and time again. It's going to be about isolating them, about denying the trade time after time. If we think about that first Icebox, again, denied the plan. The spike cannot go down, and that retake situation should not even come into question.
But if PaperX can get a good attack side going on this map and come out favorable in the half, I think there is a really good chance for them to close out. Their players are hot after that Sunset win. I think the coordination was looking good in that map as well. I mean, people have reason to be confident in this team, as we're seeing in this poll.
I think that all the 100 Thieves fans are watching Tarek probably. They might not be in our chat spamming away for...
Or they're sleeping.
Yeah, or they're sleeping. But as you guys can see, PaperX, wherever they go, they just overwhelmingly have the fans hot. But this is the thing, though. 100 Thieves are not a team that's just going to lay down and let it run over them. Even on Sunset, Kakuka, they could have very well closed this out 2-0.
Oh, yeah, exactly. They were very, very close, and maybe a little bit less of adaptation, and actually PaperX stepping up and being extremely comfortable in the map. Even though it's a composition that we do not see that often, they know it to a T, and they know where their strengths and the lacks are in that department. Now, moving on to Icebox and having more of a standard composition, we need to see the face of PaperX that demonstrates us that they're not just a crazy team. It's not about the crazy compositions and catching you off guard.
Watch them lock in another Reyna now.
Who's going to play the wild card?
I actually would be not that surprised if we did see a comp change coming out from them. I think Icebox has a lot of comp diversity right now. I think even playing the Reyna is not unreasonable, and I might actually like that for PaperX. Maybe? Yeah, I'd like to see it. I think Gecko's excellent on Icebox.
Yeah, I love the Gecko Sage as well. I don't know if that's something they would kind of lean into, because whenever they make those changes, right, it's not like the initiators that we're surprised about. It's always the random duelist, double duelist pick.
And generally it is something that is kind of like a reasonable one-for-one slot. You don't see these like last-minute massive comp changes quite as often for a team like PRX.
Yeah, and let's also think about Jing, right? On the first map, he didn't have quite the performance. On the second one, he actually had very, very important rounds. Now, on this last one, we expect him to be playing on the Sage and just playing a little bit more supportive. Of course, it has to be a big task for him to even get the spike down on the attack.
Well, it looks like they're not going to make any changes.
No, PaperX going back to the standard that we've seen them play in Pacific here. Something on the Jet in a head-to-head against Cryo. That's the matchup to watch in this one. If something can get into the backlines of these sites, fight forward and stop 100 Thieves from playing the retakes they want to, that's a key to victory.
At the beginning of the day, we were talking about Asuna, how he has been in this team for the longest time. And in the match that they had against Genji, his performance was brilliant. He needs to keep it up for the defense here if 100 Thieves wants to stay in the tournament.
Of course, this is elimination we're talking about, and map 3. Let's find out which #1 seed moves forward to the Mercedes-Benz Arena and send it back to Achilles and Paperthin.
Thank you very much. It all comes down to this one last map to see which one of these top seeds is staying in the tournament, which one gets to play in that arena in front of thousands of fans, and which one will be going home with their tournament lives cut short.
The pressure is on. Plenty of looks for both of these squads at each other and how they play this map. So you have to think that maybe this is going to be another very back and forth. But really, I'm curious to see what PaperX can do against this stalwart defender side that 100 Thieves has shown us at times. They're so difficult to displace on things like backside B, bang, hanging back there. So good right outside of green. Things like that make it so challenging, but Genji was able to find success. Genji was able to break through some of those defenses of 100 Thieves. Can their Pacific brethren also find that success? Or will it be 100 Thieves stabilizing and sending another NA team to the Mercedes-Benz Arena?
Lucio for now just sat here. It's out of 2. Poison Orb gonna be coming up. Start inching their way forward. So tucked back here for a brief little moment. Something fearlessly moving forward. Clear out onto the turret for now. Makes a little bit more noise to push up into kitchen. Tries to get the adjustment, but cannot. Lucio will be traded out very quickly as the Dart able to get the reveal. Wall now raised up with Cryo. Down here below the window, able to find one. Mindfreak gonna be taken out for Forsaken down to 12. Wall segments potentially being broken. Cryo slipping, the net swings up. Jing able to readjust, finds that kill. Looks for another one. Catches the shoulder, turns back over towards EU. Damage not found, tries to go for the wide swing, but now it's all on Devi. He can't make it happen. 100 Thieves start things off with a pistol win once more.
Yeah, and it's the information game that wins 100 Thieves this round. The initial turret contact, there's no back off from PRX, and then they're gonna get the spot with the Sova util as well. And just everybody is able to completely swarm and smother PRX inside the kitchen. There's no cooking to be done here for PRX. They tried what they could, but not able to get through. And Boostio is already so fired up there. Just never letting go of that energy that he has. It's incredible. There is going to be the Marshal for Devi, actually.
Swing out, something going to be dealt with as Cryo collects 2. A little bit of damage found onto the Jet, but still much hotter start here from Cryo. You think back to them playing versus Genji just yesterday. It took a long time for him to get on the board, but Jing pushing forward, Classic in hand, is able to find one, but Cryo gets himself a 3rd. Still alive, still fighting back.
Yeah, nice little attempt at a bait and switch on Belt for PRX. Trying to use that Jet. You would think that normally that'd be the player with the Marshal. Devi tried to swing out. Didn't really get much. Forsaken able to collect it. And that's a shot ring out into the box in front of him, but...
Trying to disguise the drop down.
Yeah.
Now spotted. ADS here from Asuna. Gonna be good for 1. Cryo will be put down. 2nd elimination found for PRX, but Forsaken not gonna be able to find any more value here. 2 players lost, but weapons can be picked up. 100 Thieves not really losing out on much as they start things off 2-0.
Yeah, really stable, steady stuff here for 100 Thieves. And A-Site is where NG was able to do so much damage early against 100 Thieves. PRX will likely try to replicate that success. It's a lot of A-hits for this squad. And already some things that you don't want to see as the coach of PRX. And now you have an operator to deal with. That round 3 op that Cryo loves to grab.
Devi with an outlaw.
Yes, but only 2 players with half armor for the side of 100 Thieves.
Slow Orb trying to deny these tanks, they know. Asuna is going to want to try to collect him, get that Thrash online as quickly as he possibly can. How important that ult can be.
It's taking a while, and 100 Thieves is already moving into position to contest. Got a couple nanos.
I mean, look at this forward push here from Bang all the way up.
Yep.
In front of Garage.
This util has to be so good. Get these players out of the back of sight.
That's right. There's a Dizzy. Asuna going to be spotted. Tucks himself over onto the right-hand side behind the box, and Forsaken is just getting ripped to pieces. Taken down. Something able to reply back onto one as he will fall, but now 2 kills. The feed just explodes. 2v3 and something tagged down to 35. Bang gonna be noted, the turret cleared out. He's up over the top, does a little bit of damage, but decides to tuck back. Seems like maybe they just want a 2v1 face into the Viper, try to get rid of this flanker. And maybe readjust. They do have 40 seconds to spare, but how low they are. And how unknown Bang is playing, he could absolutely collect these.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be really tough, especially with the outlaw for Devi.
30 seconds left.
Tap on the plant, the swing out. Devi able to note it. Into the back, gets a tag onto 1. Cannot find that kill. Plant now about to be committed to. Push forward, Boostio able to find it. Now it is all on Devi, and he just doesn't have the space. He doesn't have the sight lines here. Making noise, Bang knows exactly where he's at. He's just gonna hold for this one. The round getting away from PRX. He'll do a little bit of additional damage, but the defuse will come in. It's gonna be a bonus conversion for the side of 100 Thieves.
Yeah, just looking so good on this defense. As soon as they're expecting to hit, they're able to counter with some great utility. EU getting the spot on the Forsaken, makes him an easy target. The flash, Asuna playing behind that box. That's where a lot of players love to play their anti-flash position. Boostio swinging in right as the plant goes down, knowing that he can wait it out, knowing that they've got both the players of PRX completely isolated. You know, Bang there had full armor, so that outlaw wasn't able to get that kill off the one shot.
Full stinger investment now.
Yep, and an outlaw.
Just carry over here as Orb. This time going to be snatched up. EU is moving forward as Dash at the ready. Mosh to try to hold him at bay. Unable to push in, really past pipes. Asuna again tucking in behind the box. Wall gets raised. Asuna going to be good for 1, but Forsaken able to flush him out. Potentially a weapon recovered. Looks like maybe just a little bit too risky of a position as Boostio pushing forward, up over top of the wall, looking for the timing here. Devi just managed to get a shot in, puts him down to 10 HP. Push him to the corner though, and Cryo with a shorty in hand, able to find one. Mind Freak, last man standing, cannot make it happen. They make it close, but no cigar. 100 Thieves, 4-0 to start.
And that means you get to keep the op as well. 400 Thieves. Bladestorm available, Thrash available. One away from the null command is Forsaken. Jing one away from a res. Something gonna get his ult, even if this round doesn't go Paper X's way, but see, they're so good at clearing corners. Everybody just so aware, 400 Thieves, when they can push and when they can't. They get on top of that wall as well, catches Paper X pretty off guard, even though they only get one out of it. A ton of damage, a ton of understanding of where the Paper X players are. It's passed over to that big brain of Boostio, and they're able to do some serious damage. An early spot, but it's only Devi. You've crept something underneath all of this. He got ahead of the Owl drone, so he might be able to catch 100 Thieves off guard here. They might not be ready for this early push out.
There's Asuna. He's going to be able to find the headshot, whether he was ready or not. To your point to come through. Suppressing, interrupting the Thrash. Denying further info away, but also confirming presence here. Push forward, and a double take from Forsaken. He's unable to find a punish, but relays into Devi. Boostio now going to be taken down. Recon ping, spotting one, tap in, fragment around the back. See if they can get a catch with that slow orb. Right into the corner, forces Asuna back a little bit further. Knives up over the top, Cryo cannot find the connections. Devi able to strike him down, null command now invested here from Forsaken. But the backstab, again, the attempt coming through, Bang rotating in. Devi, however, still alive, means that the alarm bot is going to be set up, and Forsaken's able to find Asuna. So Bang needs to strike sooner rather than later. Making his way up towards Belt with a 0 point. It catches him. The awareness looking a lot more solid here for the side of PRX. Forsaken can't quite find the headshots there.
One enemy
trying to make their exit, but looks like Jing opening things up with a push out through screens. Bang just drifting back. Looks like Paper X finally going to be getting themselves on the board here. Singular round win. 100 Thieves still with a very solid lead. They'll be up by 3.
Well, I think a couple important things here for Paper X. A, you're able to play a bit more into the speed and tempo that you want to. And with something being that far forward, even though Asuna gets the better of him, it still allows Paper X to kind of understand that, okay, there's a lot of free space. Asuna was pretty far back. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. And they do, and then they start hitting their shots. Everybody's starting to coordinate better. I'd say the only thing that I thought for Paper X where I was like, somebody needs to clear that recon dart a little bit faster, but other than that, that's really solid. Great anticipation, great awareness of where that Bladestorm might come from. The util setups on the back lines to make sure that there's no lurks, no flanks. Those are very, very important for Paper X. Those are things they need to continue to do if they're going to find success in this half. Because it bit him in the butt on Sunset at times.
Triple rotate being sent. Already 100 Thieves getting a read that this is going to be a B hit. Bang just making his way in behind Yellow. Tailwind forward, but something able to collect the kill. Gets in ahead of him. Still late lurk from the KJ here. Forsaken just grinding up the rope, dropping down, avoiding that mosh. Solid movement, clear on the Dizzy. Info not really given over here to the side of 100 Thieves, but Devi going to be taken down. Cryo able to collect one. Wall segment broken. Altron available here for the side of EU. Now just jiggle peeking on the corner. It's a triple stack here from Paper X behind Yellow. Snakebite invested, but time is just very much working against 100 Thieves at the moment. Pick up on the Stinger.
Anything.
The push forward. Forsaken finding 2. And Jing will go ahead and get the 3rd and final. 2-4. Paper X trying to claw their way back in.
Curious if maybe they were going to go for the eco res there, but they have plenty of money, so they don't need to. So Paper X, yep, starting to find some advantages, find some timings. And obviously the weaker buy definitely hurts for the side of 100 Thieves, no doubt about it. But Paper X still capitalizing on it and winning those opening trades for something going to be very, very crucial. If they can continue to keep that op out of Cryo's hands, they can then start to pressure both sides a little more comfortably. Because A is going to be a lot more comfortable when there's an op in play because it's really tough to get past the way that they set up that B. But without it, they can now start to work the map a little bit. And an early push out from Mind Freak. It's a little bit of info. It's been being pinged out by the side of 100 Thieves, and they're backpedaling right away. The toxic screen comes up. Playing on the back of Yellow. See what PaperX has dialed up. Maybe Forsaken can land a good flash here to set up something.
Don't worry about it pushing through mid, but now being watched here by EU. Swing onto the corner. Bang. Snappy.
What?
Able to find Forsaken. That's going to be the instant res coming through. And something over the top of Yellow. Drops down, finds Boostio. Takes his head off. Bang is drifting back, but EU able to find Jing.
Spike down, B.
Takes him down with the Hunter's Fury. Nano now popped. Something, however, good for a second. Dashes forward, but oh boy! Spotted out, but not going to be punished. Tucks in, swings, looks for the third, finds it. Something coming online! Now on for the ace! Dashes past, sees it, challenges, cannot make it happen. Ace not delivered, but Asuna now all on his lonesome.
30 seconds
Poison Orb
left.
gets raised, the drift back over here towards the A site. Can he shut this down? Forsaken and Divide both so dangerously low. The swing out, and Asuna finds the first.
That's huge. Makes this so much more doable.
The potential gives him a decent timing here.
Only the wingman to work with, though.
0 point early to try to check. Nothing spotted, though. Asuna creeping his way forward here. Into the side, Forsaken, spotting him out, has the tuck back. They reswing, they line up! Asuna collects them both! A 4K in response, a spray on their corpses, and a defuse as 100 Thieves maintain the lead.
Unbelievable, they try to double swing him, but Forsaken is so low already. He was gonna go down to just one bullet, and they can't stabilize in time to get him. I mean, what an explosive start for something. They break it open, but they never plant. They never feel comfortable enough. For some reason, they decide to, okay, let's just rotate away. But they do it so slowly, it gives Asuna the opportunity to cut off Divide in rotation.
Gotcha.
And that gives him the 1v2. You can't really fault him, but they just line up perfectly for it. Unbelievable stuff from Asuna. Oh man, and the PaperX fans are not happy with that.
Certainly not. Something though, attack operator here in hand, misses the shot. Boostio getting away with his life. Sets up the alarm bot, quick clear. Everybody else just poking and prodding, and Cryo on this push forward. Not ready for Forsaken to be on the flank. Does get taken down. Another early advantage here for the side of PRX, and they play off the back of it. Fragment in towards backside. Rotation's now starting for 100 Thieves. PaperX trying to take some space. Shots through a wall, gonna be broken down very quickly, but lockdown in play. Boostio not here yet, but has his own for the retake, unless that null command comes in for Forsaken. But right now, they're not taking space here into the site. Asuna will tuck back. He will just eat this. Mind Freak goes for the plant. Gonna keep his head tucked away.
There it goes.
It's too late, though. The lockdown's already in. A hair off here from Forsaken, and now they have to respect this one. Something able to find one. Boostio with a judge, not able to do too much damage here at this range. And Divide also able to find Asuna. Takes him down now. It is all on to Bang. One detained found. Push forward, they get spotted, and something collects it. PaperX fighting back, keeping themselves in this.
I mean, you see those moments like at the beginning of the round where something misses an op shot that he generally doesn't. You start thinking, oh no, has this kind of like collapse of the previous round gotten to PaperX? But they've been here so many times. They've been on these situations in, it feels like every VCT event, and they're able to just kind of come back and restabilize. And Forsaken gets a huge opener. They're able to use that lockdown to get enough space to get the plant down. Okay, yeah, the null command's late, but they're so ready for this quick attempted flood from 100 Thieves. Here's Bang, this position's so tricky to deal with.
They've been reading it decently well, but Bang still comes away with that headshot at long last. Can't make his exit though. Jing able to shut that down. Orb taken, Forsaken wanting to just continue this cycle, have these null commands available as often as humanly possible. The Mosh, once again, to try to interrupt, and the Dizzy gets a shot off. 100 Thieves already in position for a retake if PaperX could even get this plant down.
It's going to be a little bit tricky to get that space. Still have the wall from Jing, but you got to get there. And you know that as soon as that wall comes up, 100 Thieves might be trying to barrel in. We'll buy a little bit of time. Plant is going to come down. Right around the corner is Boostio, though.
Damage taken, and Forsaken trying to escape, but Asuna back at Snowman, able to find the shot. Now the crash going to be coming into play. Clear out on the turret, trying to clear out on this fish. Chases him into the back, and now is going to be recoverable. Vulnerable out on the two, but no one to play off the back of that one is Jing marked. Swings in, Jing somehow coming away with one, but the defuse is just being stuck on two. Shock Dart finding one. Last player standing just above his head. Devi giving him a haircut. The repeat, the classic. As EU, they'll grab the operator, passing it over into Cryo's hands in the next round, and 100 Thieves get themselves up to 6.
And it's just like PaperX can't quite make the right decisions. They get so committed to these hits. This is the round where they probably could have pulled off and gone back over to A. Once they realized there was a lot of attention over at B, that it had taken too long to get past Bang and really get themselves set up for this plant. And that cost them, because that allows time for 100 Thieves to figure out how they want to play against this, and they have so much deep utility. They're able to bully PaperX back into green to where they have to peek out, where they have to take the disadvantageous fights. And it's just barely going to be 100 Thieves winning that round, but what an eco they're able to take. And that's going to be time for PaperX to take a timeout.
Yeah, Alex certainly not going to be happy. A MasterCard Thrifty for 100 Thieves to get up to 6. The operator handed over to them on a silver platter. First timeout call here of this final map.
I mean, I think you just honestly need confidence for PaperX. I think they just need to go at him and just kind of play their style. You saw it with something when he had that 4K round where they just played recklessly, fearlessly, like lean into what has made you this great team and just go for it. Because right now, trying to play kind of these pause moments, take your time, kind of think about the situations are the rounds where 100 Thieves is dissecting them and just murdering them. It's because 100 Thieves is so good, because they're so well coached, because they're so well prepared.
Economy starting to get a little bit shakier here for the side of PaperX. Before they mostly buy down, but still going to be a couple half armors.
But look at, you got two players potentially getting aggressive for the side of 100 Thieves out of B. We'll see if they want to. Looks like they were just going to try to contest the early spot, put down the pit, know that this is A, and try to stack onto the site and funnel people into Cryo's op.
Dash at the ready. Poison Orb going to be dropped, something updrafting, does get flashing. Forsaken going to be taken down. Cryo, a great readjust to find the shot. Wall in, Jing going to be noted there in the corner. The Mosh comes through. He's in a bad spot and has to backpedal. The plant cannot come in. Pit now being raised up. Over the top, something able to find one. Cryo trying to get the snappy shot. Cannot make it happen. Breakdown here on the wall segment. Jing able to drift away, not taking any damage. From here, we'll have to see how 100 Thieves try to pilot this one. Given the pit already invested on the opposite side, can't go for the counter pit attempt.
They're just going to have to go fishing in here. Maybe find a timing.
Man advantage by Hunter's Fury to try to start things off. Push forward. Some spray there from the shorty trying to find that target, but Jing able to find Busio. Something down low, the heel coming across. Jing just trying to keep him in this fight. Shot flying, Recon not able to get the ping, the spray, somehow something dodging every single bullet. And this retake cannot come to fruition. 100 Thieves, they will hold on to their weaponry, they will hold on to that operator, but PaperX will be able to get the round win.
Yeah, somehow, some way, PaperX able to keep themselves alive in that pit. I thought with that Hunter's Fury coming through, they were going to be able to sort of cut the Hunter's Fury, or excuse me, the Viper's pit apart and find that open space inside of it to isolate and eliminate players. But they're just crafty enough, our PaperX, to avoid it. And this is what I want to see though. Push the tempo, push the pace here as PaperX. Force 100 Thieves to have to think on the fly, because I don't think that their game, I think your game is outthinking your opponents in instinct, whereas other teams are going to outthink you when you give them the opportunities to. So just go for these explosive plays on this attacker side. See if you can channel it back to 6-6. 100 Thieves has been so tough to crack. They are so smart. They're so good at playing.
Look at this read already.
Yeah.
Just nothing spotted. It's a forward push over into A. Everybody's starting to work their way towards this B site. Similar scenes from just a couple rounds ago. Something trying to open things up. Swing onto the corner. Dashes back here behind Yellow, and Busio this time able to best him. Finds that opening kill. Fragment not going to be gaining too much here. Pop flash sent. Forsaken out into the open, as is Devi, but he's able to stabilize, finding one. Bang cleans up two. Jing answering back, has the res, sends it. Something is back into the fight. And advantage here, but everyone stuck behind Yellow. Tailwind over the top, up shot, not going to connect. Something distracts, draws their attention as the rest of PaperX make their exit. But can he get out with his life intact? He re-swings in.
Oh my.
Just a couple shots. But again, the rotation is going to be there. This time it's 2 players from 100 Thieves to try to intercept.
Are they going to go through mid? Oh, Forsaken this time trying to cut off if there's going to be any mid flankers.
30 seconds left.
This is really smart. He might be able to get behind them, but this op is going to be in place to cut off the attempted plant.
You as well. The recon nearly online. The wall
Oh my
goes up.
God.
He breaks the segment though. He interrupts. Time being bought. Forsaken. Attention. He's rotating back through kitchen. He's just so damn wary, but Jing able to find one. Now EU at backside to try to clutch it. Looking for the spray through. He's pushing it onto Jing, but Jing draws down. A 4K for the Sage as PRX within touching distance. A 6-6 half in their sights.
And a wry smile from Jing on stage. That was as close as it gets. Something completely isolated from the rest of his team, but they're able to trade their way back to that res to give them that extra number advantage. And Jing so snappy. Woo. Unbelievable. So go into the last round of the half. PRX has an opportunity to tie this up. Bladestorm available for something. Dubai maybe could get a lockdown here as well, something to consider.
Again, the rotation, the full send here from 100 Thieves.
Placing swarm grenades.
4 Guardians and a Phantom. Orb taken to be handed over to Dubai in case he can get an additional kill. Give them a lockdown. Recon not getting cleared, pinging out absolutely everyone. There is no ambiguity whatsoever to what PRX are attempting. Fragment to clear one side. Horizontal wall set up here. Dubai goes for the plant. The lockdown about to be in play. If he can stay alive, something finds the first kill. Asuna going to be taken down. Forsaken, backpedaling. Cleans up Cryo. The lockdown now to shove them back, but Bang pushes forward. Dubai still wary about a flanker. The swing out. Bang still standing his footing. But they have to respect this. They have to pull away. Precious time. Bought. Dubai finding the first. EU swinging out once again here in this 1v1. The recon cleared. Jing tucked back. Just trying to play out with the time. The swing coming through, and EU gets the headshot and has plenty of time. 100 Thieves not allowing for the tie-up. They are in the lead here at the half, 7-5.
100 Thieves has been so insane in these 1v1s, winning so many of them against PRX. And Jing just gambles for it. He just says, I'm just gonna swing out and try to kill you. You've got a Guardian, I've got a Vandal. Let's go. But EU has been clutch as heck. Insane stuff from him. 100 Thieves barely gonna come out on the better side of the half.
Well, he just bailed him out of that last round, giving 100 Thieves the advantage here. We'll hear from EU in our next Omen Player moment.
Definitely sucks losing this way to Genji. It felt like a lot of things kind of went wrong. There were so many rounds where, we kind of hit into sites where there was already 4 people to begin with at the start of the round. They gambled really well, and they also won a lot of the pistols. And then the one time that we did win a pistol, we instantly got thrifted after they bonused on the first half as well, especially on Icebox. We were clawing it back, but we didn't have enough rounds to play with. So yeah, it definitely sucks to lose this way. We're always focused on the process and not really the result. So losing the match here isn't like crazy. It's more so about why we lost the match and how we can improve from it for the future.
Connecting in on top of it, not going to be able to clear this one. Texture going to be taken down. 4 players detained. Absolutely everyone caught. This round, it's a massacre. Bustio collecting an ace off the back of the O. Perhaps no Meteor will shut it down, but what a catastrophe for Genji. Meteor once again noted, expecting the swing from the flank.
As long as we focus on the process, the results should come. So we're looking to improve off the Genji game. Unfortunately, we only have 1 day to prep. So we're gonna do the best we can to look over the VOD, the best we can to talk and fix the issues for the PRX game. So at least from the scrim perspective as well that we played in, you can definitely tell that both teams are ready to take any individual timings that they might want, any individual peaks. The match should definitely be entertaining.
Entertaining it certainly has been. Sunset, Icebox, both very much delivering. PRX have woken up a bit more, but now they find themselves moving over onto the defensive side. 100 Thieves have been dominant in pistols throughout this series. We'll see if that continues now.
Yeah, this is an important pistol round. Not a must-win, but PRX absolutely could start their half off on the right foot if they can get this done. And they've been pretty solid on the defender's side this year on Icebox at PRX. Generally going about even. against Gen G, for example. So for what that's worth, if you want to consider relative power levels, you got to feel pretty confident that PRX can at least keep this close throughout this half. Who knows, maybe overtime is on the cards with how well these two teams have been going back and forth. Feels like that could definitely happen. Something up on the pillar. Gets a spot, yeah. No damage though.
Tucks back, but it's gonna be a full push up. 0 point sent, but wall set up here from Jing, just tucking in behind it. Clear the segments, but they can also just jump up over top of it. Something, able to collect the first one, looking for another. Jing finds it, can't quite steady that aim though. Cryo taken low, but not taken down. Shock dart in towards something, just holding here. It's using the wall as the rest of PRX start rotating over.
Recon dart.
Not gonna get cleared, bang. Able to just step to him, finds it, but Divide with 2 quick kills will give PRX a pistol round win. 6-7.
Yeah, just able to use that wall so effectively. One of the big differences in these two teams' agent compositions. And on this defender side, especially early on, it really wreaks havoc because you have to give up info one way or another to try to do something about that wall. And they try to get over it, they try to go through it, and it's pretty well handled by PRX in every regard. And now you're going to be able to get into this anti-eco, outlaw, guardian, 2 bulldogs, and a sheriff for Divide. Let's see what 100 Thieves can do. They've already pulled off some insane thrifties.
Oh, big reveal, and oh my god, how snappy is that? Forsaken taking him down nice and early. It's a good amount of that entry util out of the hands here of 100 Thieves. Shift over, Bustio, just gonna be on a late lurk here. Try to see if he can hear anything, sense anything while the rest of his team takes some forward space. Something, however, waiting to intercept Outlaw at the ready. But now they're just gonna drift back.
Yeah, it's a little bit open space for Bustio, so he's calling in the reinforcements saying, well, we've gotten a little bit farther forward. We've got the toxic screen.
Double face.
Yep.
Kill not gonna be found, a little bit of damage dealt. Let's continue pushing forward. The rest of the players now getting themselves in position. Couple shots exchanged. Snake bite into back yellow. Forsaken, however, able to find Bustio, taking him down. He's low HP and he will be finished off, but still does some additional damage. Divide finds one, but now 3v2 with the Bulldog recovered. Bang has been so impactful thus far.
30 seconds left.
Still opts to shift it over.
Want to scoop up that other gun, but PRX knows it.
Something. Putting the Outlaw to use and just sprays through, finds the timing, bang, take it down. 7-7, we are tied up.
Okay, all things considered, not too bad there for PRX. I'm not sure how I feel about Forsaken trying to go point blank with a Guardian against an aggressive push out of players when he's weak on health, but
still got 2.
He's still got 2. So you know what? He can do what he wants there. He's earned the right in that round.
You know, you try to line. You said you want to see PRX maybe play with some more confidence.
I do.
It can be overdone.
It can. And that's kind of the balance that PRX needs to find for sure, but balance has been found in this match. 7-7 now. These two teams going toe-to-toe. A huge, huge bonus potential coming through. Having to go full armors across the board is under these because of that Outlaw. So you're dragging out some extra cash.
Dizzy over the top, and already PRX shifting players towards this B site. 4, in fact. Lucio still on a late lurk over towards A, but jump peek, something. The shot across, it puts EU down low on HP, but bang, collects 3. Jing will put him down, but now it is suddenly just Divide in a 1v4. 100 Thieves looking to regain the lead, looking for a fairly clean anti-bonus here.
Kind of curious how Divide wants to play this. I mean, if he wanted to just save here, I wouldn't blame him. You'd love to grab a couple more guns, though. You know that economic situation that 100 Thieves is in. So you can maybe catch one of them just kind of slipping a little bit too far out of the normal positions. Asuna all the way in kitchen. Hasn't walked out to the bridge, though. So for now, just going to see if him and Asuna cross paths.
If Asuna's able to find that, it's going to be one step closer towards that Thrash, but Divide able to hear the Dizzy being used. Just going to stay stagnant here and dies. So weapon not going to be carried over.
Yeah, I mean they have the money to buy. Well, you get the alt charge. Do they have the money to buy? Because they bought an op.
They have it on, but they have some sheriffs to go along with it at the moment. We'll see what everything looks like after the replay, but yeah, this one, I mean, a solid read early from the side of PRX, shifting everybody pretty much over, but cash-wise, not in the most stable position.
All right, sure. I mean, if you can pop off with this op, then what a gamble you have taken. But that is a massive gamble that PRX is trying to roll with. I mean, they are really trying to completely catch 100 Thieves off guard here. This is not the buy you would expect in this situation. That 0 point is huge, gets a ton of info for Forsaken and PRX.
I cannot use that.
And that set 100 Thieves at least backpedaling a bit, but a lot of util to clear the front of the site. Still back yellow, unaccounted for. Forsaken playing so close.
And he is. Dangerous position, and as he swings, Cryo shuts it down. The Mind Freak just sat here quietly. Dizzy again, invested Divine, picking up the weapon. But everybody here from 100 Thieves just absolutely silent. PRX needing these players to hold the line, something. The only one back over at A. So I have to try to retake with that off. The Thieves have every single advantage available to them at the moment.
They know where everybody is. They've got the reads. It's going to come down to the shooting. Dizzy over the top.
Doesn't get cleared out, but now it's like a shift back here. 100 Thieves starting to rotate.
30 seconds left.
It's going to be in towards A. Something again. Only one left here. Rotation is just now beginning in Busio, pushing his way forward into mid. And try to see if he can intercept anyone here on this approach, but time dwindling. Something. Can he find the impact? Sees the entry of one. Has to be worried about the pusher on the back. And he gets tagged down to 31. Immense amount of damage dealt. Busio going to be noted. Brings it back into a 4v4. The heal across. Something. Back up to full HP. Spots, but cannot get the flick. But Cryo, however, finds the kill.
Smoke to cover. PRX taking their time to think about it.
Sanan knocked down. 14 HP. Continues to push forward, but it's going to be bang. Taking down one, but Divine. Finding two. Now the 2v2. But HP not great here for the side of PRX. Smoke wall falls. EU finding the kill. It's all on Mind Freak. He's been the clutch master for them in the past, but given that the operator is still sat here, he will collect this and allow for that spike to detonate. He's reading the push out here potentially. As EU just jiggle peeking moment after moment. Sees enough. Shot goes wide, and Mind Freak can't save himself, can't save the op. 100 Thieves up by 2.
Enemies close.
Honestly have to start questioning the way that PRX is managing their economy. And I'm pretty sure that also Alex is going to question the way that they are running their economy. I mean, great shots there from Cryo. Like, all credit to 100 Thieves. They're being extremely patient. They're not letting PRX play at the speed or the tempo that they want to. And they're being so diligent about isolating positions and taking players out one by one. And, you know, players are trying to go for big plays. There's smiles on PRX's face. They are going to not like what their money looks like when they get back out of this timeout. It ain't great.
Certainly not. A couple more seconds remaining here for the side of PRX as Alex gets in their ears to try to turn things around. So how close it was. They're on Sunset. PRX not wanting to stray behind. Some critical ults as well. That economy built up so nicely for 100 Thieves at the moment.
Yep, no, they are fully in the driver's seat of this half. They have every advantage you could ever want. Viper's Pit, Thrash. I mean, this should be a pretty strong round for them potentially. I mean, you're gonna have Sheriffs, you're gonna have a Guardian, you're gonna have a Stinger for the side of PRX, but they're gonna need to do some damage, and it's gonna need to start soon. If not this round, then the next. This 100 Thieves is really doing a good job of reading them. And it's really just down to patience. Just not giving PRX the opportunities to get their trades that they want to get those fast plays that they want to do.
It's starting to be a bit more pacey here. Pushing their way forward. Orb take for EU. 2 away from that next Hunter's Fury. His wingman goes for the plant. Nano invested. We'll be able to clear it out. A little bit of time bought here. As Divide up over the top. Looking for the shots, but Cryo able to keep himself alive. Thrash now on the hunt, chasing, looking, searching for anybody else. And something missing a bit of a timing. Gets his head taken off. EU with a nice shot. A take across there on the Jing. Punish gonna be found by Mind Freak, but the pit in play could be devastating. Mind Freak now dead. Trying to interrupt, trying to intercept. Forsaken creeping along this. Able to collect himself a weapon. Pushes forward and does find Cryo. Flash now in, 0 point. Confirming 2. I can suspect that Busio is going to be playing this pit, but he still finds that elimination. Swing on the back of it. A team ace as Asuna finishes it off, and that's going to be 100 Thieves getting up to 10.
The expected result. 100 Thieves plays it so nicely. Boostio so difficult to deal with on those backside. The Viper's pit gets planted, and you know, PaperX is trying to throw bodies into it, try to deal with it. There's not enough firepower, not enough utility really to back it up. So now we go into a buy for PaperX. And what can they do? Close to a couple ults. The blades are there for something, but may not invest those this round necessarily. I always hedge my bets with something though, because sometimes he will just go for things if he feels it, but.
Just stack after stack here. PaperX not getting a solid read.
Yep.
I mean, opportunity for maybe a 3-man flank around the back, but for now, 100 Thieves avoiding this team absolutely gorgeously. Smosh at the back, Cloudburst, try to open things up. Wingman up over the top. We'll strand the spike a bit with the nano, but Asuna quick to recollect.
Well, this is great. If you're going to play retake, you're buying a lot of extra time to get these flanks into place.
Footsteps are being heard. EU calling them back. Flash not going to be connecting. Got 3 players now watching this flank. 100 Thieves set up for success. Something, however, able to displace 1. Cryo going to be taken down. EU and Busio holding their ground. Headshot across there onto Jing. Mind Freak going to be taken out. Shock Dart not connecting, but Jing cannot find the shots. These 2 players now back here on site, doing their damnedest. If something finds 1, Divine gets another. 5 HP for him. Lockdown invested. But Bang, he still has line of sight. You are coming through. Something taken down. It is all on Divine. As Bang just drifts back, and the time is not there. The lockdown will not mean anything. Bang survives the round as 100 Thieves get up to 11.
I mean, just insane diligence here from 100 Thieves. They're so good about reacting to what PaperX tries to do in this round. And EU has just been absolutely disgusting, holding some of these angles. Him and Boostio, just immovable objects. And PaperX doesn't have the strength. And this lockdown, man, just another really questionable decision, frankly. Not really understanding the extra space that was still there at the end of the lockdown for them to cover that angle for the defuse. So it's frankly worthless. It doesn't really find any impact. And it feels like PaperX is starting to crumble.
Flash gonna be sent. Cryo caught by that one. Jing and Mind Freak finding 1 apiece. Tailwind bound. Cryo keeping himself safe. Good early advantage available to the side of PaperX and the spike. Stuck. Just needing to be waited out. Busio going on a flank, working his way up through tube. Turret there to try to note him. Cryo challenging, unable to find as Jing will be able to clean up another kill. Busio now last one alive. Kill or a death, either way. Lockdown for the next round. PaperX very much in control here. A double stack set up. Jing gonna be taken down. He's managed to isolate, but can't quite find the second. Mind Freak will finish the job. PaperX hanging in. Still 3 rounds separating, and their economy still in shambles.
Oh, this is more of a classic PaperX type play. They're able to get their opponents into a bad spot. A good flash, a couple players swinging out from different angles. They find a good crossfire, they find 2 kills. And then Jing finds more. They really need plays like that. They really need more of that here for PaperX, because it feels all 100 Thieves to me. I love the way that 100 Thieves has played this half. I truly do. I think they have got a great read on how to keep PaperX off balance.
I mean, 4-round streak after dropping the pistol and their eco. And timeout going to be called for 100 Thieves. 6 wanting to get involved here, wanting to get at least that 12th round locked in. He's the one in control. His team with the lead. PaperX, no more timeouts to be called. They are at the behest of this man.
Yeah. Looking to the buys. It is going to be an operator purchase for something again. Is he going to be able to find value out of it this time? It's been a little bit shaky with it today. He's missed a couple shots that probably normally doesn't. Seems like some of that pressure starting to get to PaperX again here today. But are they going to be able to dig deep, keep this map alive, or is 100 Thieves going to use that timeout to catapult themselves out of this stage and into the next, and into our big stadium that we go to on Friday?
It's just down the street. They want to be a part of it. Also bound here for both of these squads. 2 off the thrash from the side of 100 Thieves, but that lockdown, that Hunter's Fury, big critical tools to try to counteract things like this, the pit that gets invested here by Mindfreak.
That's the Dizzy stranded. They can't pick that back up, so that's a huge win in a way for PaperX, because if you're able to force them over to A, that Dizzy's such a crucial part of those A executes. That's a nice pickup, at least for now.
Drone checking in the tube.
Yeah, that doesn't really get you much info.
Something very far forward. Gets the first one. Busio going to be taken down. Lockdown on it will come into play here, at least in this round. Now, 100 Thieves trying to assess what they can do here. The pit, staving them off. Util over in mid, alerting if a rotation comes in. And something with an operator sat on A.
They're going to try to mess with Mindfreak a little bit again. See if they can get him out of this pit. Find a way to use this Sova utility.
Jing missing the timing, doesn't spot him. Might have heard a footstep or two. And it looks like the answer is going to be yes, because Mindfreak, he's actually just giving up that space. Pulling away, the pit, going to drop.
Yeah, they have a pretty good read now that there's just a huge stack coming towards B. So he can't afford
30 seconds.
to stay around in there.
The rush now starting. Tailwind forward. Back yellow. Here, Asuna just pushing across the damage. Eats an immense amount of it. The swinging forward through the Viper wall.
Planted.
Buy space here for the plant to come in, but Mindfreak able to collect one to buy with 2. EU, however, Forsaken and Jing both going to be taken down. This man has been so damn clutch. So as a shock dart, would be an ace if he could pull it off, but something will put an end to it. Still solid damage dealt here from 100 Thieves. The PaperX is shorten the gap.
I thought he was going to pull it off again there for a moment. Just, he hits those snappy headshots, and all of a sudden you think, oh no. EU, it's going to do it again. But this is good push and pull of the map.
Oh.
Good utilization of those ultimates. That's ridiculous. Something that up, able to find the angle. That's why it's so crucial to keep that gun in his hands. That's when things started to slide sideways, when they went for that buy in round 15. To try to get an early op for something.
Look at this, an early thrash possible here from the side of 100 Thieves. They go pushing forward, 0 point, going to be cleared out. Thrash now opened to be used. Tucked away, but something spotted up above here on yellow. Tailwind at the ready, he drops down, repositions. No one giving him the sights here. Drone try to lead things out. He'll clear it. Still tries to hold on the angle, but Cryo will shove him back. Space bought here for the side of 100 Thieves. Now the lock-in going to be coming through. No way to try to clear that one out. Dizzy gets dropped. Something long enough sight line to work with here and still keep the op in play. Forsaken tries to shove them back. Caught on the entry. Asuna going to be taken down. Cryo finding space, finding a kill. Forsaken unaware. Kill found. Busio up over the top here on the side as something's able to collect another elimination, but Mindfreak cannot steady the aim. Rez now in play. Cryo far forward, headshot through, but Jing has a little bit more of that Vandal. Plant now coming in. Busio, timing's taken down by finding it, but EU once again asked to be the one to clutch. He plays it out patiently. They're not checking for him, but Forsaken finally slots it and somehow gets the kill. 4 players alive. Economy broken for 100 Thieves. PaperX, 1 round separating.
I am just so befuddled by PaperX sometimes. We've been casting them for years, Achilleos. We've seen so many games, and every time I think, oh, okay, they're out of it now. They don't seem to really have it today. They're just able to find another level. They're able to dig deep and bring things back. And, okay, maybe he heard something out of the crowd or something. He tapped his headset there. I don't know if there was a sound cue or what, but, I mean, 100 Thieves now going to take a timeout. This is unreal. I mean, it's just now starting that PaperX is getting a much better read on the flow. They're getting a much more proactive stance at the beginning of the rounds, right? Like, you're using those Viper's Pit, you're using those set combos at B Garage to gain some space. I think for PaperX, part of that previous timeout from Alex was control B garage. Force them into A, force them into Forsaken and, you know, something's up. And as long as we have that space, we kind of know what's going on the rest of the map, and we can make 100 Thieves lives much more difficult to set up the executes to clear the space they want, because B has been a really big pressure point for the side of Paper Rex on their defender side. You like that poster?
Some very nice artwork there.
It was good.
A hero rifle, a Vandal here in the hands of Boostio. 2 Stingers, otherwise some classics, but still some armor in the mix. Let's see what EU ends up with. Looks like Stinger potentially going into his hands as well. But from now, the players, they're on their lonesome. All the timeouts, the coach's intervention, it's been burned. Knives pulled here from Cryo. Saw him have an immense amount of impact. Versus Gen G here on this map with these knives. Can he do it now versus Paper Rex to get his team up to 12? Fiercely pushing forward. Both Blackbirds just going to be dumped. Swing onto the corner of Jing, able to shut it down. Now, Pop here. Forsaken going to be put down. Bang, able to find that. Boostio takes out Jing. Swings around here towards backside. Tailwind forward. Mindfreak divide. What a piece, and now it is EU. Somehow always the last man standing, but this time he's not good for one. 4 players left alive. Cash aplenty. Paper Rex tie it 11-11.
Just a flood here for Paper Rex that goes their way. They're starting to hit shots. They're starting to get fired up. Jing massive on this entry to shut down that Blade Storm. But then the punch back from Bang and Boostio.
1 enemy remaining.
Really nice stuff. As they're going for the res, Mindfreak is ready for it. Devi wins a huge fight from the rafters. Unbelievable. And there are Paper Rex fans aplenty in the audience. And they are fired up. And I thought overtime might be in the cards, and well, Achilleos, we may be on the way.
Still yet could happen. What a treat it would be. Dizzy on B, Dizzy over A. Nothing spotted so far here. Paper X playing quite far back. Not giving up any information. Both squads ultless, going into this pivotal round to see who is going to be making their way up to match point. Something still stagnant over towards Green, just staring with that operator in hand. But the full force of Under Thieves making their way over here in towards his A side. Plant going to be going in for a second, going to be taken down. Interrupt on the plant, going to be found. Recon, trying to clear in towards backside, nothing spotted. Crucio playing forward, dealt with. But Asuna down below. Able to find 3. Man advantage here for the side of 100 Thieves. The plant gets ready to come through. Something peeking in. The operator sidelines, he's given one, and he takes it. Cryo dead. Bang trying to hold. Boom! Get Bang, finding it, getting them both! That's Bang! Will bail them out and get 100 Thieves up to match point.
Just a great aggressive call here from 100 Thieves. They've been getting stalled by Paper X on this A site, and this time they're able to push past it. Really, really nice stuff from Asuna. Great awareness. Jing just had no idea he was underneath him. Jing was busy trying to clear players behind the box. And Asuna comes up with a huge 3K.
One more round.
One more round. They're absolutely correct. That's all they need. And they will be taking this match and sending Paper X home.
Expecting maybe the op again over towards B. The catch has been there for Paper Rex, so they know that he's going to have it in hand. Flash out, swinging from Mindfreak, and he's taken down. The first domino falls as 100 Thieves continue on their war march towards the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Fragment sent to try to slow up the approach. Jing behind, swings forward, finds one, tucks back. Nanos swinging, return fire, solid. Asuna still in play, but now taken down. Forsaken with 3, takes us the distance. Strap in, we're going to overtime.
You have got to be kidding me. Paper Rex goes for an aggressive early play, but that's all just kind of a bait. They're set up for crossfires on the site. They're dodging util, and Forsaken is knocking players down. Huge, huge round, and we go again. The 2 #1 seeds of their respective regions are not going quietly here in Shanghai.
Glass cannon operator here for Cryo on this defense. Are able to get the better of Paper Rex when they were on the attacking side. Can they do it here? Can they take that next step? Can they secure a match point once more? Slow orb out, EU just slowly drifting away. The peak, not there.
Good awareness from both teams there. Understanding what they're trying to accomplish. The orb take and the slow to maybe punish it, but spot from EU.
0 Point confirming that there's no presence here on pipes. Something working his way forward, spots one. Asuna on Raptors is something just going to be teleporting forward. Wall now going to be raised up here. As EU going to be rerouted. Full approach coming around towards that Raptor side. But yeah, Jing able to find one. The steady on the spray. Something takes out Asuna. Cryo arriving. Finding value immediately. Headshot across. Jing taking down Mind Freak. Playing crouch through adjustment. They line up! The collat! The knives! And the man advantage! His 100 Thieves are stealing this round away. Looking for the headshot. Can't make it happen. Something with a counter spray. Picks up a third. His own knives pulled. Bang alone to try to clutch this. The wall raised, the push forward, the shots connecting. He's down to 81. He reads the push forward. But Devi, now noted, just playing here against time. Up on top of the rope! Bang! He gets the headshot, but does he have the time? So very close. A nail bite finisher, but he's just got it! Oh. A Red Bull clutch with 0.28 seconds to spare!
Switching sides.
What an outplay here from Bang! Expecting the push with the blades, shuts it down, and then completely bamboozles Devi.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Oh my word.
What a way to secure a Red Bull clutch. So the players not necessarily knowing themselves whether or not they had that time. But we go straight back into the action. Lucio Bang lurking forward, something similarly here with that glass cannon operator in play.
Just up on top, but Bustio's already tucked in the corner. There's no real great util to displace something from this perch. You're just gonna have to get underneath him, catch him off guard.
Spots a jump across, and Busio swinging out, trying to get the catch. Something seeing two, relaying this. Couple rotations across the map here. Mind Freak and Devi start lingering their way forward. Something out in front of the wall, trying to get an opening catch. The tail went forward, the flick, not gonna connect. He dashes out, but EU rushing forward. Shorty in hand, push up into the smoke. Something able to find one, but traded out instantly as Bang pushes up with the Sova. 1 for 1, the decay expiring. Mind Freak waiting till he gets back up towards full HP. Jing now dead. Bang, flipped up into the open. And now it's all on Mind Freak, and he cannot make it happen. They fought tooth and nail to get to overtime, but PRX cannot extend the series. They cannot reset it. They cannot get revenge on Bustio. He once again sends them home trophyless.
An insane performance from 100 Thieves. So many great back and forths on these last two maps. This Icebox was an absolute treat, but their discipline pays off in the long run. They are so good at recovering, so good at fixing what had been going wrong, and PRX, to their credit, was doing great with it too, but the breeze just wasn't enough for PRX. They show it for the first time, they fall handily, and then after that, they do great on Sunset, sure, but 100 Thieves, so tenacious on this map. This team is on a warpath. They want to show that Gen G beating them was just a fluke. They want to make their way back to the finals and claim another title for Americas this year.
Sitting well poised to be able to make an attempt at it. Mental game to bounce back here. 400 Thieves looking astounding. Able to hang with W Gaming, able to take them down in 2-1 fashion. This squad, the sky is the limit. They will be there in that Mercedes-Benz arena. With thousands of fans in front of them. They have earned it. What a performance from everybody on this team. Everybody with their moments in that spotlight. Bustio, the fragging power from him. Back over on Sunset, the constant clutch scenarios being pushed onto the likes of EU, onto Bang. being able to rise to the occasion. Impeccable. And that is why they are the America's #1 seed.
And think about Asuna, the way he dominated on Breeze. Bang here on Icebox was an absolute menace on that Viper. And the clutches. Clutch after clutch after clutch for this team. They were destroying PaperX in those scenarios. And that is a big part of why they're able to get over the line. Those tremendous individual skills that 100 Thieves have rang true. And they were able to best some of the best fraggers in the world today and show that they are certainly to be considered in those categories.
For PaperX, no more hope of trying to get a trophy here in Shanghai. And for Pacific, it all falls to the shoulders of Gen G. See if they can once again make their way into a grand final and potentially be able to claim it. But there are many, many teams that are going to be looking to stand in their way. And of course, this is just the first series today.
Yeah, there's more.
There's more Valorant.
You got EMEA versus EMEA. It's crazy, man. Can't believe this. But 2 America's teams now going to be playing in that Mercedes-Benz Arena. They continue to have such a strong showing this year. This region is so deep, so difficult to get over. So many talented players. So many great IGLs. I've just been loving what I'm seeing from 100 Thieves this year in particular, this stage 1 and into these playoffs. They are such a well-coordinated, smart team.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give them even more credit, just given that it's, 24 hours to prepare, to get ready for this, whereas PaperX able to sit back, watch that series yesterday. What prep, what tenacity from 100 Thieves. Welcome to the top 4. We'll see them again.